There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Hey guys, welcome in. Today is day 14 of 30 Days of Perfection. We are down roughly 17 pounds since we started this on January 1st. We are down over 83, 84 pounds total since the very beginning of this. We hit chest Monday, we hit legs yesterday. Today we're gonna hit some biceps, triceps, do cardio. Let's get after it. Ugh. As usual, I just like to warm up with something light. I'll have to show you guys this war wound here in a minute. I was wrestling with Bowser upstairs, our biggest of my three boxers, and he got me. He was over me harassing him. So, but look at this, guys. Like that was Bowser saying he had enough of me giving him a hard time. So he jacked me up earlier. All right. Hey, Miss Brittany, how are you doing today? Double tap that screen, hit that like button. Ooh. Have to add a little bit of weight to that. So we were wrestling. So me, the boys, the three dogs, were all kind of wrestling on the bed. So I put Bowser on the top of my shoulders, and I gave him like the AA off my shoulders, and he caught me with a paw on the leg down, and jacked me up. So he got me pretty good, but it's my fault. I'm not even mad. It's not his fault. He was just kind of flailing and caught me with his nails. So, completely my fault. Oh. You're doing good? That's good. Work's been crazy busy lately. Work has been crazy busy, just trying to focus on staying clean in the diet, keeping up with the cardio and the exercise. I haven't been getting home. The last 2 nights I didn't get home till right around 10 o'clock. So it has been extremely long, but out here grinding in day after day. Day after day. Alright, let's put this on. And then turn this back to how we had it. What up, Dean? How you doing, man? Guys, we got 22 of y'all lovely folks in here. If you haven't done so already, please double tap that screen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I've recently, it's funny, I found out some pictures from a little bit last year. I've lost 83 pounds total. I've lost, recently since the first of the year, I've lost 17 pounds. I am right now in the process of a 30 days of perfection. No sugar, no candy, no cake, no cookies, no going out to eat, no fast food, no pop, none of that junk. Just doing it the old-fashioned way of diet, exercise, eating clean, doing cardio. So today is day 14 of 30 days of perfection. So I'm going to finish out the end of the month, so a full 30 days before I allow myself to have any kind of cheat meal or any kind of cookies, candies, cheese, anything extra like that that tastes super delicious. So again, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions on how I've done it, so I'm not on like any GLPs, I'm not on any special pills. The only 2 supplements I take right now is C4 pre-workout and protein shakes. Pretty much I have a protein shake every morning, and I drink C4 pre-workout before I start my workout. Not bad, guys, for someone who used to be 303 pounds. So I was sitting at 303, extremely overweight, didn't like myself. It was very difficult to achieve all tasks. And finally one day, after hurting myself, because I was overweight going down a slide that I weighed too much, I just decided it's time to lock in and make a life change. And since then, the last 14, 15 months, I locked in, lost 80 some pounds, and then I've spent January 1st, I've locked in the most I ever have been. So the most I've ever gone without cheating on my diet is usually 13 days. Right now is day 13, and I have no plans of cheating on my diet until the end of the month. So 30 straight days of basically 1,900 to 2,000 calories a day while burning roughly 5,000 calories every single day. Welcome in, Ismail. Appreciate it. Kevin says look good. Random says doing great. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that love and support. Again, if you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. We are so close to getting to, like, I think 34,000 subscribers. I would love to hit that goal today or tomorrow. I'm going to stream today, and then I'll take tomorrow off, and then I'll stream Friday, Saturday, and I think Sunday are my plans as of right now. So if you haven't done it already, double tap that screen. Look like a unit, man. Keep it up. Thanks. I appreciate that. Welcome in, Nastia. So it's crazy because I was super subconscious about, like, my belly because it hangs down here. But as I continue to lose more and more weight, the belly lifts up. Because I used to, like, have, like, this massive, like, hangover like this. But now as I lose weight, like, the belly actually kind of lifts up and the skin lifts up with it. So I've been pretty happy in how things have been prognosing, like, the last probably, like, week. So the first week was basically losing water weight, losing all the extra gunk in my stomach. Since then, it's really been toning up the skin and losing the belly fat down at the bottom. Hi. When I see you the other day, most left because... What, Brittany? All right, just a second, guys. Let's hit this last set of standing bicep curls. That's what's up. There we go, guys. Keep up the good work, man. I got a herniated disc, so I'm not doing any lifting right now. Yeah, man, if you can't lift now, still keep up the cardio. Show us your nipples. That's a weird thing to say. But here you go, man. Welcome in, Ryan. I didn't know what's going on, but good looking, man. Have fun. Thanks, Kalok. I am just here. I've recently, in the last year and a half, I've lost 83 pounds. I created a challenge for myself. I want to challenge myself for 30 days of perfection on diet. I do cardio 6 days a week, 65 minutes of cardio. So after we finish lifting today, we'll head over to the treadmill. And I lift weights 5 days a week, do cardio 6 days a week, and I eat the same thing every single day, 6 days a week, or 7 days a week. And so I'm completely locked in. I want to get absolutely shredded. My goal is to get that V taper that comes down here. My belly used to stick out to here. My face is super pudgy. That's why you kind of see where, like, my face is sunken in a little bit. Everyone's like, you look old. I'm like, well, I used to be super fat. And when you're fat, you have extra skin. So, like, my face looks a little sunken. So I'm just out here day by day grinding it out. Looking good, man. Proud of you. Thanks, Ismail. I truly appreciate it. And actually, I was talking about you earlier, last night, about the whole, we were talking about the aspartame and the flavored drinks and stuff like that. About how basically you would die of over, like, hydration before, like, the aspartame would do any real damage to you. So I appreciate the information. I think sprinting is better than long distance jogging. Well, user, I actually don't do either. I actually do long distance walking. I walk at a 4-point speed at roughly a 4-point speed for 65 minutes. It's usually 4.3 miles. And I try to keep my heart rate between 125 to 135. So 125 to 135 is fat burning zone. If you elevate above that, yes, you're going to burn fat, but you're also going to burn muscle. So for me, I spent a long time putting on this size, and so I don't want to lose the size. So I will continue to do lower kind of impact cardio to keep on as much mass as I can while burning as much fat as I can. Oh, hold on. Welcome in everybody again, guys. We got 14 beautiful folks on. I need one more of you to double tap that screen and appreciate it. Dude, Ryan, quit with the weird stuff, man. Seriously. All right. Oh. All right. So next up, we're going to do seated. We're going to do seated bicep curls. And what this does is really isolate the bicep and forces you to not really be able to cheat at all. And so by isolating and hanging it by the side, that'll put all the weight in the bicep. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Actually, and I probably should lift this up just to, give me just a second. So I'm going to lift this down a little bit more so you guys can actually see. And I'm going to lift this up. One more maybe? No, that's it. That's about right. All right. Only got 21, but better than nothing. You've been putting in work and it shows. Thanks, Mars. Appreciate that. Sorry, guys. I've seen so many of your comments. No, random, I didn't. You're going to re-put it in the chat. Like, there's so many comments coming in quick, guys. I am missing them. So if I don't answer something, re-put it in the chat. Or if you guys send a super chat, it will like highlight your comment, so I have to read it. So if you want to make sure that I for sure read your comment, hit that super chat button, and I will for sure comment on whatever's being sent. Again, we are at 11 likes, guys. I would love to get to like, let's aim for like 70 likes today. So keep tapping that screen, hit that like button, show some love. I would truly, truly appreciate that support. Nastia, the kids are doing well. They both have basketball. They started basketball camp, and or they started basketball, so they're doing really well. The pups are doing great. Bowser got me earlier. Him and Bowser and I were wrestling, and needless to say, Bowser won. Welcome in, Knox. Welcome in, everybody that's just joining. Guys, if you're new in here and this is the first time in your channel, I'm all about that positivity in here, about spreading love and positivity. Life's hard, work hard. If we all just lock in, we can achieve whatever goals it is. We need to stop making excuses all too often. We make excuses for why we're not achieving our goals. Whoever sent that one gem earlier, I truly, truly appreciated it. That was very, very nice of you. I would like to ask you, what would you like to ask me? All right, let's hop in here. I think actually I'm going to drop the weight for this next set so that way I can get a full 12. So I'm going to go from 30-pound dumbbells to 35s. You know Bowser, not Bella. I pick them all up. You guys see me? I'm big as shit. I would love to create a channel about neuroscience on YouTube. However, I feel I'm not yet at my career at a level where I can. I would love to create a channel and teach. So Ismail, the key is like, whatever you're going to do it, especially starting out, do it for the fun of it. And then just kind of see what happens. I know for like the creator program here, you have to, in order to get monetized, you either have to have 3,000 watched hours in 1 year, basically, or you have to have 10,000 YouTube shorts in 3 months. While also, like, I think you have to have like 500 subscribers. So that's how you get monetized here. But again, just start creating little YouTube shorts. Give a little fun facts. Maybe if you're new, aim it towards like a a younger population, aim it towards like kids and stuff like that. Maybe just really focus on the basics and kind of explaining it that way and just have fun with it. So it doesn't have to be anything too serious. Like just have fun with it, see what happens. If it takes off, great. If you decide it's not for you, then it's not for you. So that's kind of like, we were going live for a while and I got bored with it and I stopped and we started doing it again. And, you know, I changed it from like going live with my dogs to like, I'm really into fitness and focusing on my health right now. So I'm live streaming my workouts and I'm putting that motivation back out there to people about like, if you want to achieve this, you want to lose weight, you want to do these things, like we can all achieve these things. We just have to put the work and effort into it. Like running a successful social media page isn't easy. So that's why people are like, oh, you know, society's dumb nowadays. We got all these content creators making tons of money and they're not out here doing real work. It's like, no. You don't understand. Being a content creator is a lot of work. Like there's a lot of time that goes into editing, buying the stuff that you need, doing different things. Like the people who take it very serious, I mean, I probably have $400 or $500 into like stuff like that. And at no point have we ever really taken it serious. I don't consider myself like a content creator. I just go live and I have fun with it because I'm already going to be down here working out anyways. So why not two birds, one stone? Like I can motivate people to exercise, work out, and be healthier while also going live, which I enjoy it. And not only that, but it also holds myself accountable. All right, guys, we got to get this next set in. All right. Ugh. There you go. That way we can finish it off and say we got 12 on each arm. Whew. Shit's a little too high, guys. How are the kids? The kids are doing well. So, yeah, so the key is like, again, if you're trying to do YouTube or any kind of social media, and the neat thing is once you make a video, you can post it on here, FP or FB, TT, like you post across all platforms. And so you only have to make one video. All right, guys. So we got 15 of y'all beautiful folks on. If you haven't done so already, please double tap that screen, hit that like button. We are up to 13 likes. I would see it up to 15 in the next few minutes. Double tap that like button, hit that like button, head up, hit that subscribe, show me some love. I truly appreciate you guys. We're gonna slide this way. We're gonna end up, start doing some tricep push downs. We're gonna focus on building that horseshoe in the back of the arms. As we've already done 8 sets of biceps, we're gonna launch into triceps next. Definitely gonna have to pick up the pace a little bit. Like, so as usual, the first set of every new body group, you'll always see me do a warm-up. So I did a warm-up a little bit earlier, biceps, and then now we're gonna move to triceps. So I just threw on lightweight, and then the next thing we'll do tricep push-ups. We'll do 4 sets of 12. At least we'll try to do 12, kind of see where we're at. Add and subtract weight. The key is when you're lifting weights, every single time you gotta make sure you're continuously adding more weight, because if you're doing 12 and you could do 13, 14, 15, it means you need to add weight because you've gotten stronger. And if you don't continue challenging yourself, you're not going to continue getting stronger. So, yeah, Ismail, absolutely. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being in here and being supportive. So, anybody have any goals for the new year? Anybody else in here trying to lose weight, trying to tighten up? My goal is to drop down to 10 to 14% body fat is my goal right now. And so, if I had to guess, I probably have anywhere between 10 to 15 pounds to lose. So that's why I'm doing all the extra cardio, eating super clean, and continuing to lift weights heavy, because I want to lose that extra 10 to 15 pounds. Remember guys, a little over a year ago, I was 303 pounds, and I've lost like 83, 84 pounds now, and I want to continue dropping down about another, think about it, if I lost 90, 95 pounds, like that would just be truly amazing to me. So that's the goals I'm currently grinding on. All right, we got 12. We got, this one looks decent. This one you can see where it was torn. This one was where Bowser attacked me earlier because I was wrestling with him and I hit him with the AA. And needless to say, he won at the end of the day. Whew. Thank you guys for those extra likes. Whoever just hit those 2 like buttons, I truly, truly appreciate you. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love and I appreciate that support. I don't think, hold on, let me grab my water. I'm gonna lighten the weight up a little bit. It's a little bit too heavy right now. And again, all too often we get caught up with trying to look sexy by lifting super heavy weights without proper form. So again, if you ever get to the point where like you're not getting to your number you want to get to, or you're not doing what you're supposed to, I would definitely encourage you to drop the weights down. Biceps, now please. Here. Ugh. So, but I appreciate that, all that love and support, guys. Anybody new here, head up, hit that subscribe button as I continue changing these weights here. I think the last time we went live, we got like 55 new subscribers. I would love to smash that goal today. So if you haven't done it already, head up, hit that subscribe button, show some love. I'd appreciate that. And then not only that, but hit that alert button. We're all out here in life just trying to achieve goals. Am I natural? I am 100% natty. I was 303 pounds probably 14, 15 months ago. I went down a slide. While going down the slide, the weight limit was 280 pounds. I fell off the tube. I hurt myself. I broke my toe. It was at that moment I decided I no longer wanted to be fat anymore. I'm like, I am fat. I'm disgusting. I hate myself. It's hard to go to work. It's hard to do a lot of tasks because I'm severely overweight. So I decided at that moment I'm going to make a change. So I locked in. I started dieting. I went from, for the longest time, I was eating 5 meals a day. I reduced that to 4 meals a day, which is what I'm still currently eating, which is 4 meals a day. I do cardio 6 days a week for 65 minutes each session. And then I lift weights 5 days a week for 5 sessions. So I burn on average between 3,000 to 4,000, probably 4,000 to 5,000 calories every day. I intake 1,900 to 2,100 calories a day, because I measured out with measuring cups. I don't like weigh it. And so consistently, I've since January 1st, I challenged myself for a 30-day challenge. I've lost 17 pounds since January 1st, doing it old-fashioned way. I'm not taking any GLPs. I'm not taking any extra injections or pills or supplements. The only supplements I take is I do Synthesix double chocolate protein shake. I do one of those every single morning, 2 scoops, roughly 400 calories, 48 grams of protein. And then I do C4 pre-workout, just the basic stuff you buy at like Walmart, Myers, whatever, right before I work out. So same thing every single day. Lift weights 5 days a week, cardio 6 days a week, and follow a perfect diet. Lost 17 pounds since January 1st. My goal is to lose at least another 10 pounds by the end of this month, which will put me down to 210. And I'm thinking I'll probably need to be down to like 210, 205 to be really cut up to where I want to be. So show that support, guys. I post every single day of like what I look like, what the change has been. So if you want to be really curious, you want to go see what I looked like on the first, go back and look through the shorts. I've posted each day about what I look like and what my weight was. So my weight was 236.8 on January 1st. As of this morning, it was 220.4. Yesterday, it was 219.4. So obviously the body fluctuates a little bit naturally. What cardio are you doing, bro? If you could explain. Yeah, so for me, I do the same cardio every single day. I hop on the treadmill, I turn it up to 4-point speed. I'm 6'3", so I have a pretty long stride. So I put it at a 4-point speed and I walk for 65 minutes. I don't change it, I don't do anything extra. I watch my heart rate. I try to keep my heart rate right around 125 to 135. 125 to 135 is fat burning zone. If you elevate too high, you're going to start burning muscle, so you don't want to do that. And you don't want to drop it too low because then you're doing cardio, but not necessarily in the fat burning range. So when it was nice outside, I live in Michigan, so when it was nice outside, I was doing my cardio outside. It's a little harder to track my speed, but I still do my best to try to track my speed to average about a 15-minute mile. But right now I'm doing it on the treadmill. So sometimes I go to Planet Fitness and I'll do I'll work out. I do chest and legs at Planet Fitness because I just simply don't have the equipment in my basement. Biceps, triceps, shoulders, and back I do at my basement because I like to deadlift at home, and you can't deadlift regularly. You can only deadlift on a Smith machine there. So I like to deadlift, which I pulled 425 for 4 over the weekend, which was pretty excited about it. Again, I'm going to encourage you guys. We got 22 of y'all lovely folks on here. Double tap that screen. It doesn't cost y'all anything, and it really helps show some love and support. So we've done 8 sets of biceps. We've done 3 sets of triceps. We'll hit this last set of tricep pushdowns, and we'll lay on the ground and do probably some skull crushers. Thanks, Nova. I appreciate that. Bro, my heart rate goes to 148 if I run on a treadmill. Is that okay? Yeah, man. Again, it depends on what your goals are. That's why I always ask people, because they come in here and what if I do this? What if I do this? You got to tell me what your goals are. What are you training for? Are you training to run a 5K? Are you training to run a marathon? Are you trying to, are you like a senior in high school and you want to improve, junior high school, you play offensive line, you're looking to improve your explosiveness as a lineman. It's all different, depends on what your goals are. My goal right now is simply to burn fat and look better. That's it. So I'm training, my entire plan is wrote around that specific goal. So that's why I do cardio, like a fast-paced walking cardio, because it sticks in that fat burning zone. So whatever your goal is, I think give you some advice. I used to be a personal trainer through ISSA. I quit doing that because it was no longer fun. I'm a social worker as my day job, and doing social work and personal training, it was basically begging 2 people to get better. Well, nobody really wants to actually get better and put in the work themselves, for the most part. Again, the other 15 to 20% maybe want to get better and they'll put some work in, but for the most part, you're just literally begging people to get better. My goal is to become more muscular. Then yes, you need to slow down your cardio. And again, you want to keep your heart rate right around 125 to 135 if you're trying to put on muscle. Again, depending on how much you weigh right now, I would increase you to increase your calories. You want to be at a protein surplus. So eat 1 gram of protein per 1 pound that you weigh. So if you weigh 150 pounds, eat at least 100 or 150 grams of protein per day, and then you're going to need to eat it in a calorie surplus if you're really trying to pack on muscle. If you're just trying to kind of maintain, put on a little bit of size, then obviously you want to reduce your caloric intake. So if you're someone that's really skinny and you struggle putting on weight, one of the best things I recommend people to do is do 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on whole bread with roughly 16 ounces of milk, because you'll get close to 50 grams of protein and a bunch of extra carbs, which will really help you bulk up to try to put on that size. Like if you eat that once a day, usually if you stack on the peanut butter, it's roughly 1,000 calories in those 2 sandwiches in the milk, and you'll put on massive size. Hey, baby. Hey. Rock. Ugh. And to go back to Ismail, if you're still in here, man, half of me going live is just having fun. Like if I can't have fun, be goofy, and be myself, then there's no point in me doing this. So like half the time it's me clowning, the other half is trying to encourage people and educate people that they can do better if they just change their mindset and put their mind into it. Damn, brother, looking strong. How much do you weigh? Joseph, I was 303. I'm down to like 220, 219 right now. So since January 1st, I've lost like 17 pounds. So I think on January 1st, I was 236.8. I'm like 220 now. I was 220 or 219.4 yesterday. So the body fluctuates a little bit. So my goal is to lose another 10 pounds. I'm 6'3". I want to drop down to like 210, kind of see where I'm at. Once I get down to what I think is like 10 to 12% body fat, I'm going to go to Grand Rapids and get the Dexcom scan done and officially get a body fat scan and kind of see where my body's storing it, where I'm at. If I can somehow get down to 8%, I would love to do a bodybuilding competition. Obviously, I know I won't win. For someone who is fat, like 300 plus pounds, fat, out of shape, like out of breath, walking to the fridge, like to me, it's just an ultimate goal would be eventually to walk on stage and just compete with those people that have put in years of work. So the fact that I can do it natural, I'm not on TRT, I'm not on any kind of steroid, I'm not on any kind of what are those LG, what are those weight loss shots? I'm sorry, I can't think of the names right now. Like I'm not on any of that. So it's just all natural. Like it's old fashioned hard work and dedication. So guys, we've got 25 or 35 of y'all beautiful folks. If you haven't done so already, please head up, hit that subscribe button. After you hit that subscribe button, you're gonna want to hit that alert button. So every time I go live, you're gonna get that alert, and I can continue spreading that positivity. I love getting the word out to people and encouraging people to do better. That's awesome. Keep up the grind. Thanks, Joseph. I truly, truly appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm gonna throw some 5s on here and hit some skull crushers. Woo! Almost broke a toe. All right, guys, I'm going to drop you way down because we're going to be doing skull crushers. So that way you guys can see. All right. Oh. Same, brother. Joseph, I can't remember if I think I answered your question, but yeah, so far total, I've lost like 84 pounds, and the goal is to lose another 10 to 15. So it'll put me somewhere between, what is that? 94, 95 pounds will be my ultimate goal at the end of the day. Welcome in, Craig. How you doing, man? Today we are, today's biceps, triceps, and forearms, and then we'll definitely hit cardio. So that's what's on board for today. I'm about to hit some D-ball cycle. Good luck, man. Let me know. Tag me, and I would love to see what your cycle looks like. Guys, I've been honest. I've always considered it. I feel like if I hopped on a cycle of that stuff, like I'd have to turn sideways to walk through any door. Like I would just be absolutely massive. But I'm also afraid of needles, and that's not my thing. So, and not only that, but I feel like you're cheating the system, and I don't want to cheat. So I don't judge anybody that does that stuff, but I just feel like it's not for me. Like, it's just not it. Can't find the right angle because I don't want to lift the camera up and down in between talking, but obviously to see my sets, you're going to have to. But guys, we got 24 of y'all beautiful folks on here. Double tap the screen. It doesn't cost any of y'all anything, and I would truly, truly appreciate it. Please help me cover. Huh? Sorry, Jingles, I didn't understand what you're saying. TRT Dad. Hello, friends. I wish I was on TRT. I promise you, I am all natural. I have not taken anything, but that is a huge compliment. I love it when people state that I'm on TRT or I'm on roids or I'm doing something like that. I would absolutely, it makes me feel good about myself because I show up and put in the work every single day. Every single day I show up. I do cardio for 65 minutes, 6 days a week. You guys can check the channel. I post a lot of that stuff on here. I lift weights 5 days a week, and I follow a perfect diet. I eat the same thing every single day, guys. So I eat 2 scoops of double chocolate, synthetic protein. I drink black coffee from 7:30 to 10. I drink half of my protein shake at 10. And then my other half of protein shake I drink at noon. And then about 1:30, I eat 1 cup broccoli, 1 cup rice, 1 cup chicken. And then at about 4:30, I eat another 1 cup broccoli, 1 cup rice, 1 cup chicken. I lift weights for roughly an hour plus. I do cardio for 65 minutes. I then drive home most days because I live, I work an hour away. And then I come home, and then at night I eat 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, a cup of non-fat cottage cheese, and then I eat some kind of fruit. I eat the same thing every day. If you look on my page, you'll see consistently that I eat the same thing. And so no, I am not on TRT as much as I thought about it, get the testing done. But at this point, I'm starting to look happy with how I look. So I'll just keep grinding how it is. Don't just sit there, help me. Well, man, figure that out. That's a whole different problem. Do I take creatine? No. Again, like I said, the only 2 supplements I take is pre-workout, which I just buy at C4. It's the cheap stuff. Used to be $19.99 at Walmart. Now I think it's like $30. Inflation sucks. And then I do the protein shake once a day. I take C4-2, beta-alanine makes me itch. So it's crazy. I'm wondering if C4 doesn't have the beta-alanine, because it's like the old school C4 that had a lot of beta-alanine in it, which would really irritate my skin, which would drive me crazy. But like, if you ever had like the C4 energy drinks, those used to have massive amount of beta-alanine in it. And I drank one of like the very first batches that came out, and I was at work, so it's probably like noon, 1 o'clock. I drank that for like the next 4 hours. I'm over here itching like I'm on drugs or something, like because it literally just feels like you have fire ants all over your skin, your arms, your chest. Like, it just makes you feel so eerily uncomfortable. But they changed the recipe, and it doesn't have that massive amount in it. So I'll get like the zero once in a while. Like if I need to pick me up throughout the day, I'll get like a 0 calorie, Red Bull, C4, something like that once in a great while, just if I need that pick me up. But again, I'm not drinking anything with any sugar in it right now. So that's the hard part, because I do enjoy juices and pops, but that stuff's terrible for you. Why don't you follow me? Why don't you follow Mike Mentzer's HIIT program? Because again, for what I'm doing, it's working for me. So for the last year, I've consistently left weights, the high-paced walking cardio, the lifting weights, the following the diet. What I'm doing is working for me. So once I find a program that works for me, there's no reason to change it. Now, if my program stops working, so I spent a little over a week basically writing up my program during the holidays, and then January 1st, I started the program. So New Year's Eve, I drank a half a glass of champagne because I knew January 1st was the day we're going to start. The day we're going to hit the ball running. We're done with excuses. We're done with bullshit. We're done with like, oh, well, let's go one more day on cheeseburgers, one more day on pizza, one more day on coffee creamer, one more day of this. Once we stop making excuses, we start showing results. When you replace motivation with dedication, we start seeing results. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people, every single day show up and say, what else could have I done? What more could have I done? Like, I know I'm missing something. I gotta do more. We're successful people. or unsuccessful people, they wonder like, why do I have to show up? Why do I have to do this? Why is this so hard? They make complaints. So for me, every single day, when I get off the treadmill, I feel great. I love myself. I'm like, this is awesome. Like when I lift weights, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. Like I look in the mirror and I'm like, dude, you're fat. Like you are fat. What else could you have done yesterday to fix that? Could you have done an extra 10 minutes of cardio? Could have you maybe not ate that, last couple berries? Like what else could have you done? What else could you change? What research could you do to change your workout, your diet, your exercise to continuing bettering yourself? So that's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. We always wonder if we're doing enough. People over here wonder why they have to do it. High volume works to progressive overload. Yeah, so for me, like on arm day, I do heavy sets of 12, or I do everything sets of 12. So I did 4 sets of standing barbell, 4 sets of standing barbell rows. I did seated dumbbells, so that's 8. I did 4 sets of push downs, that's 12, and I'll do 4 sets of skull crushers, which will put me at 16. And then I'll do several forearm exercises to work on my grip strength. One of my biggest mistakes, if you're younger in here, please listen to this. This is the best advice I'm going to give you today. One of the biggest mistakes was I used wrist straps when I was younger, and I would wrap them around the bar, and I'd use that to help hold on to it. Well, now my grip strength, I'm almost 40, my grip strength shit because I didn't use enough when I was younger. Anytime you cannot use gloves and you cannot use wrist straps or anything like that, and you can force your body to carry the weight naturally, I highly encourage it. Because now I'm paying for it later on in life as I have to do certain exercises to continue growing my grip strength. It's crazy, guys. When I look at the camera from this angle, like it makes me incredibly happy because, even at 2 weeks, like this was sticking out and like hanging out way more. I know this is probably gross. Guys, like this is disgusting the way you're showing this, but like this was sticking out and hanging out way more because I was fat. And so now, like instead of sticking out, it just kind of comes up and poofs straight out, which I'm like, it's crazy when you start putting it in. Like there's a lip, but the lip's not as big as it once was. So I think once I get the weight off and I hold it off for a duration, all this extra skin down here will eventually disappear. So when you abuse your body, you don't take care of yourself, you put on a bunch of extra weight, you get extra skin here, extra skin here, extra skin here. Like I have extra skins on the inside of my legs. Eventually I'm hoping that it absorbs back in with time. So, but those are things I can't control. The things I can control is the calories I put in my mouth and the weights I do and the cardio I do. And so I'm going to keep showing up day after day, especially during this 30 days of perfection. Oh, arm day. I do biceps, triceps. I'll work out alternating, like one biceps. Oh, I can't do that. Like I have to do them all together. So you're doing reps of 10. So me, I do reps of 12 if I can. This weight's obviously, that last set was a struggle. As this will be my 16th total, my next one will be my 16th total set of arms. All right, I need one of y'all beautiful folks to double tap that screen, hit that like button to give me 25 likes. So it doesn't cost you anything, show some love and support. I would greatly appreciate that. Just double tap that screen, show some support. And then if you guys feel like I can be motivation to anybody, feel free to share the live with friends, share it on your FB page or anything like that. I would truly appreciate that support. All right. Ugh. I just realized that this is pointing up instead of down. There we go. Ugh. That's all she wrote. Whew. Oh, wow, guys. We just got 4 legs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. My man says huge tits. Yeah, man. Apparently, I've been told on the people here several times that I have great chest genetics. Hey, I have the same heater as you do. So, yes, Mom, however you say it. So, actually, we bought this house, and an old couple lived here, and they basically put it in because they were older, and like if the power went out, they wanted to be able to heat their entire house with it. So, this is just a backup that I only run when I'm working out down here in the basement, and then if our furnace goes out. So, our furnace is our main heat, and this is just the backup. But it runs out. You can see as there's a pipe that runs out, and then that pipe vents out, and it goes up through the roof. Bro, you are taking any water during your workout? Yeah, man. You just seen. I've probably drinking this much water so far throughout the workout. I don't necessarily drink a bunch of water while I'm lifting weights. You'll see me drink a lot more water while I'm on the treadmill. You have a nice body for an old man. Thanks, strong woman. I appreciate that. You ain't wrong. I'll be 40 this year, guys. I'll be 40. I'm a social worker, which is already super stressful. Like, I was working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, 65 days in a row, or 30 days in a row. Like, I built a very successful business, and that's how I got fat, was eating fast food and going out to eat and doing things like that. I got hardcore fat, and then build my business. You know, I'm on pace to retire at the age of 45. My goal this year is to have a net worth over $1 million. So like, I just grinded, let my health go. And then at a certain point, I'm like, okay, my business took off. I'm doing very successful right now. Now it's time to focus on my health. And so that's where I'm at right now, is focusing on my health. Like, I want to have a full 6-pack. I want to maybe do like a bodybuilding competition. We'll kind of see what happens. How much weight did you lose? So far I've lost 84 pounds total since the very beginning. Since January 1st of this year, I've lost 17 pounds with a goal of to lose roughly 27 pounds this month. So I have a goal. I want to be perfect this month's diet, exercise, and I want to do 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week. So 0 cheat meals, 0 cookies, 0 candy, nothing this month. So I just locked in for 30 straight days, and that's why I post every single day of like, watch what the human body can do when you lock in for 30 straight days. No cheat meals, no candy, no going out to eat, no doing a bunch of bullshit. You have your diet, you follow your diet, and so that's 100% what I'm doing. Do I want a girlfriend? Wife probably would not be the biggest fan of that. Thanks, Donnie. Appreciate that. Thank you guys for all that support. I appreciate it. Guys, if you haven't done so already, please head up. Tap that screen. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. And it really helps send it back out to the For You pages for everybody else. After you do that, then hit that subscribe button. Once you hit subscribe, hit that alert button. So every time I go live, you guys get an alert. You'll see me. I can spread that positivity. I would love to be able to do this more often, but my schedule's crazy busy right now. But the more support you have, the more time I'll have. So I would truly, truly appreciate that. I think last time we went live, we got like 55 new subscribers. So I would love to surpass 55. So hit that subscribe button. I would truly appreciate it. Give me a second and I'll explain what my diet is. Let me do this next set here. All right, real quick question. I'll explain my diet, but I have a question for you guys. So obviously I can't see my own back. How does my back look? Does it look muscular? Obviously I can't see it. I'd appreciate it. Let me know how my back looks, because I've been meaning to take some pictures of it or something, or have someone take pictures for me, but I can't see how my back looks. What's my diet? Thanks, Uncle. I appreciate that support. So my diet consists of, I joke that I'm slightly autistic, and so I eat the same thing every single day. So for the last 14 days, I've eaten the same thing, roughly the same time every single day. So I eat in the morning, I have black coffee from roughly 7:30. I get up for 7, shower, get ready for work, leave for work around like 7:30, 7:40. I drink black coffee from that time till 10 o'clock. And then sometimes I get a second black coffee because, well, let's be honest, coffee's delicious. And then black coffee is one of the best things for you first thing in the morning. It starts your metabolism. It almost has no calories in it. So you're going to burn way more calories with the caffeine and stuff into it. It's natural caffeine versus the artificial stuff. You get like energy drinks and other ways we consume caffeine. And so that's great. And then at 10 o'clock, I do 2 scoops of Synthesis double chocolate whey protein. It's 400 calories, 24 grams of protein per scoop. So I drink half of that at 10 o'clock. At noon, I drink the other half of that, so it's 400 calories by noon. At 1 o'clock, I eat 1 cup rice, 1 cup broccoli, 1 cup chicken. Again, that meal is between 400 to 500 calories and 50 grams, roughly 50 grams of protein. I eat that at 1 o'clock, 1:30, and then around 4:30, I eat that again, 1 cup rice, 1 cup broccoli, 1 cup chicken. I usually try to eat that roughly 30 minutes before I work out, so I have that. Sometimes I'll only eat half of that, and I'll eat the other half after I'm done working out. It just kind of all depends on like how full I am. I don't like to go into the gym feeling overly full. Mind you, I don't feel overly full all the time because at max my calories have 500 calories per meal. And then usually about 10 o'clock at night, sometime between 9:30 and 10:30, I'll eat my last and final meal. I do 4 whole eggs. I cook them over easy because I like the extra flavor in the yolk. And then I just put salt on them, and then I do 2 egg whites, 1 cup non-fat cottage cheese for casein protein. Casein protein is perfect to eat before you go to bed because it's that long digestive protein. And then after that, I do some kind of fruit, like usually like a full cup of berries, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, an apple are usually my go-to, sometimes cherry. So it's really whatever's on sale. So those are my go-tos. And like by doing that, I'm right around 1,900 to 2,100 calories a day. When I do the math, there's a whole formula you can do. I burn between 4,000 to 5,000 calories depending on the day. So I'm roughly at a pound deficit per day. Now, am I losing a pound per day? Absolutely not. But do I lose 3 to 4 pounds, anywhere between 2 to 4 pounds every single week? Absolutely. And that's my goal, is to continue losing 3 to 4 pounds, or 2 to 3 pounds every week, 2 to 4 pounds every single week. You look great. Thank you. I appreciate that. What state are you in? What do you do for a living? Let me do my next set, guys, and then I'll finish answering your guys' questions. Okay, what state am I in? I'm in Michigan. So we live in Michigan. It is cold out right now. I think it's like 25 degrees, which makes it a little bit more difficult to like do things outside. Someone asked, be careful with your heart though. Someone asked, oh, what do I do for a living? I'm a social worker. So I always joke that I have 5 jobs. So I'm a social worker. One of my jobs, I basically have 2 full-time jobs. I work full-time in 2 different programs. Right now I have caseloads and ACT and our other programs, so I worked full-time in both those programs. I work nights and weekends at our local hospital, and I screen people to determine if they either need resources or go inpatient for psychiatric care. And then I've taken that by grinding, working 60, 70, 80 hours doing these 2. I then invested into real estate, and I own 13 units in real estate, and then I have my real estate license. So I act as my own realtor, and I act as realtors for certain investor friends. I don't do a lot of like buying and selling and stuff like that, but just primarily for like my own business. So you look great. Thanks, Jet or Elisa. Thanks, guys. So all those that are new in here, say I'm great. Guys, I truly appreciate that love and support. That is truly amazing. I truly, truly, truly appreciate that. Like the whole reason I started streaming again, the whole reason I started going live during my workouts and post my workouts is that y'all hold me accountable every single day. Because if I eat a cheeseburger, if I eat chips, I eat pizza, I have to come out here and tell you guys that like I've been preaching all this stuff for you guys to do it, for me to then like, dang, I failed. So I appreciate all those kind words. It really does make me feel good. Like I am hardcore, my hardest critic. Like at certain days, I look at myself in the mirror, like, bro, you fat. Like you are fat, you look awful. Like sometimes the body's dysmorphia really kicks my ass. So you guys coming on here really does make me feel good about myself, and I do truly appreciate it. And then the opposite, when the trolls come on in here and you call me fat and you tell me I look ugly, I also appreciate you too, because that's that burning motivation that's going to help me keep showing up every single day. So again, guys, we had about 30 of y'all in here. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Yeah, lying. And that's why I always tell people on here, like, if you don't achieve your goals, you don't do what you want to do in life, it's a lack of effort, man. Unless you got some major physical or mental disability, like, everybody can do it. I grew up HUD housing and food stamps poor. When I was younger, my bed was a mattress in the middle of the living room floor, as we had 4 people living in a 2-bedroom house. Like, I didn't come from money. I had to get government grants to help go to college. I had to pay for my college. When I graduated with my college degree, I couldn't even get my degree because I couldn't afford to pay for my last semester, and I couldn't get grants, or I couldn't get what do you call those? Student loans. So like I basically had to like work a bunch real quick, wait a month, and then pay off my last semester, so that way I can get my certificate or get my college degree to then take it and go get a job and make more money. It was wild, but that's what happens when you grow up poor. You just got to do the best you can. Oh, that felt good. Wow, very impressive. Thanks. Man, you got to get motivated to get back in the gym. I don't know what it is, but motivation has been crazy lately. LaPenny, I'm going to teach you something. So LaPenny, please let me know if you're still here. I hope that you are. I want you to take the word motivation. I want you to take that and I want you to throw that shit way over there. And I want you to remove the word motivation from your vocabulary. I want you to take motivation. I want you to replace it with dedication, because dedication, you show up because it's on the schedule. Motivation, you show up when you feel like it. Dedication, you show up because it's on the schedule. So for today, like, I didn't sleep as well last night, but so that's what's on the schedule today. So that's what we're going to do: biceps, triceps, forearms, and cardio. It doesn't matter if you're tired. It doesn't matter if you doesn't doesn't matter if you got a headache. Like, we have all the excuses. You know, you got to work late. Now your schedule's thrown off. Now your eating schedule's thrown off. Like, we have all the excuses every single day why we don't show up. But again, at the end of the day, they're excuses, because like you're half the time we never feel motivated. Let's be honest, maybe 25% of the time we feel motivated to do the dishes, to do the laundry, to go to work, to pay the bills, whatever it is. But if you take that and you throw that out over here, on Sunday night you sit down, you write out your plan. Monday I'm doing this, Tuesday I'm doing this, Thursday this, Friday I'm doing this, Saturday I'm doing this, Sunday I'm doing this. So you've done that the previous Sunday. You already have it. Monday, I'm showing up, I'm getting up, I'm going to work, I'm going to do this. This is on my goal. I'm going to do the dishes when I get home. I'm going to work out this body part here. I'm going to do this amount of cardio, and then you're done. Same thing with your diet. You guys want to make dieting easy? Sunday, meal prep for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you have it planned for what you're going to eat every single moment of every single day. And then outside, I cook my dinner, my last meal of the night, because I have eggs and I don't like eggs pre-cooked. So you do that. Then Wednesday, Thursday, you do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you do it again on Sunday. You don't have to think about it. Like, your meal prep should be done for you multiple days in advance. It's less brain power. So now on Sunday, you've wrote out your plan of what you're going to do for working out, what you're going to do for house chores and stuff like that. You've now meal prepped for yourself for multiple days. Now you have to remove it. Like, okay, you got to go to work. You're on autopilot because you know how to do your job because you've been there for a while. You already know what you're going to eat. You're on autopilot because you've already meal prepped for the week and you've wrote out your plan. And you're going to follow the exact caloric intake. You've wrote out your workout schedule. Now you're going to do that. Now, like, you have so much more brain capacity to do whatever the other shit is that you need to get done, whether it's household chores or whatever, because you already have the dedication now locked in for what's on the schedule. And then you don't deviate from that. Hey, your friend calls you like, hey, you want to go to this? Like, nah, man, sorry, this is on the schedule. This is on the schedule. This is what we're doing today. But hey, you want to guess what? Wednesday's my day off. I'm not going to the gym on Wednesday. You want to go do that on Wednesday? Do you have time to do that on Wednesday? And then just do that. Like, all too often we just make excuses. I appreciate that, man. I will switch the focus to dedication. Absolutely. It will change your entire life when we throw out the word motivation and replace it with dedication. And again, I call everybody man, so if you're a girl, I truly, truly apologize. It's not meant as any offense. It's just, you see 900 plus names pop into the chat, and it's not always easy to get everybody's name right. I will try to remember, but if you pop up multiple days in a row, or multiple times, then I will remember you. All right, so guys, these I do reverse wrist curls to work on that forearm strength, because my grip strength, I have the grip strength of like a child. So this is one of my favorite exercises to increase grip strength. So What's up, Pork Chop? How you doing, man? You out here grinding, man? Living your best life, hopefully. And a complete side note, guys, why I'm thinking of it. If you guys have a basement or have extra spare bedrooms in any one of your houses, like, I'm so sick and tired of people saying, I don't have the time to work out or I don't have the equipment. The best thing you can go do is go search Facebook Marketplace around your local area. Everybody gets this idea that they want to go to the gym or they want to work out. They buy equipment, they buy treadmills, they buy weights, and then they realize it's not for them and they sell it pennies on the dollar. At one point, I bought a bar, a rack, a bench, 300 pounds worth of weight. Like, to go buy that, it's like $500-600. A guy delivered it to my house for $115 cash. Boom, here's $115 and delivered it to my house, dropped it off because he just wanted to get rid of it. It was taking up room in his garage. He wasn't using it. I wanted it. I don't have a truck. And so he's like, hey man, I'll drop it off. I think he's like $100 for the weight. And I was like, dude, I'll give you $15 if you drop it off. He said, absolutely. So $150, I got, $500 worth of equipment. This rack here, again, I think this rack here, this whole setup probably is like $1,000. I think I paid $200 for it. So you can get everything here, pennies on the dollar. Pork, you just finished your workout. So I'm almost done lifting weights, and then I'm going to hop in the treadmill. So my workouts usually take me about 2 hours because I do 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week. So as you guys seen, I did reverse wrist curls here for my forearms. And so you'll see me do seated, you do this and just here, and it works the back of your forearms. I did the same thing. I also include, or was included, as you mentioned, you paid $125. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, Facebook Marketplace is the best place to get equipment. Like, the only thing I pay full price for down here is my dumbbells, and then these, I'll aim it down, but like, you see these little rubber mats? These things are expensive as hell. I'll be honest with you. Like, they are uber expensive. But I got those specifically for deadlifting because I don't want to crack my basement floor or do any chip it, do any damage to it. So I think these mats alone were almost $300. And so the mats, but if I had to guess, resale value of everything I have down here, including the treadmills, probably $4,000 or $5,000, and I maybe spent $1,600 total on it. And that's over like, well, we've owned this house for 8 years. So that's over like an 8-year period. So you're talking 8 years times, or divided by that. So I spent about $200 per year on like everything I have down here. And out of that, $1,000 of it was the treadmill that I just bought because I need a new treadmill and I had to get like the extended long one because I have super ADHD. When I'm walking on the treadmill, I'll fall off the back of it. So I bought a long one. That way when I get distracted, I have more way to catch myself up before I fall off and hurt myself. But guys, if you haven't done so already, again, continue hitting, double tapping that screen, hit that like button, and then hit that subscribe. Show some love and support. Go back through, watch some of those previous videos, and let me know what y'all think. As of right now, I'm down like 84 pounds total, which has got me pretty excited. I've lost 17 pounds since the first of the new year, and my goal is to lose another, probably at least another 10 pounds this month is like the goal. So the next 14 days, I would like to try to lose another 10 pounds, get down to like 210, and then hopefully at 210 I'll be right around like 10 to 12% body fat, which is like my next big goal for this year. So I have 3 goals for this year. The first one was to have an official net worth of $1 million. The second goal was to drop down to 10 to 12% body fat. And then the last and final goal was to read 1 book a month. So right now I'm reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'm about 1/3 of the way through Rich Dad Poor Dad. So I'm a little behind pace on the reading, as now I'm back to work. It's a little bit more difficult. But those are my 3 goals this year: is to read 1 book a month, reach a net worth of $1 million, and drop my body fat percentage down to 10 to 12%. So nothing overly impossible, just got to keep dedicating and showing up every single day. Here we replace the word dedication with motivation. Because dedication, we show up because it's on the schedule. Motivation, we show up because it sounds good. All right, so we got one more set of that, guys, and then we're gonna hop over to the treadmill. So give me a second. I'm going to fill up my water, and I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, and then we're gonna do one more set here, and then hop on the treadmill. All right, my bad, guys. All right, guys, we need 3 more likes to get to 40 likes for this live. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, show some love. I would truly, truly appreciate it, guys. Ugh. All right. Thank you, whoever hit that like button. We're up to 8, or I think we only need 1 more. Let's see. All right, hold on. Got to lift this all the way up. Guys, I got to show you something. So I was Snapchatting with my brother last night, and he's big into weightlifting and stuff too. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you see here, like I'm starting to get like shoulder veins, which means obviously I don't have as much fat up here. Like I've never had shoulder veins before. So like here and up into here, I started to see, like I took a picture and I'll send it to him. And he's like, I was like, look, man, I'm like, I got shoulder veins. Like I've never been in like this shape before where like I've had like, I started to get super vascular. Like I could see it kind of like coming into here and here. So pretty proud of myself. Like when I start to see small things like that I've never had, it's kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. It makes me pretty happy. But at the same time, like the next moment I'll look at myself and be like, dude, you are a fat heifer. Go hop in the treadmill and keep grinding, man, because you're nowhere close where you need to be. Okay. Oh. All right, there you go, guys. Oh, it is warm in here, I'll be honest with you right now. I can't still figure out like where I want the camera. I can't get it happy. Oh, okay. There we go. Maybe, I guess we'll just go with that and leave it for now and kind of go with it. It was funny, guys. I was watching back the live earlier last week, and I went back and watched, and like I could see my stomach kind of like flapping around down here. I'm like, damn, guys, that's disgusting. Like you destroyed and did all this damage to your body. Now you look gross. But again, each day I lose more weight. Each day, like my stomach starts to firm up. Like I feel slightly better about myself, about like this down here. But that's what happens when you allow it. You abuse your body. You allow yourself to gain a bunch of weight, and then you lose it. like you're going to have that excess skin. So as I continue to lose the weight, as I continue to hopefully that it firms up, like it'll get better out there eventually is obviously my long-term goal of like things firming up and looking a little bit better. So thank you for that like. I truly appreciate that, guys. We're only 1 like away from 40 likes for this live. I would love to get that in the next couple minutes. So double tap that screen, hit that like button, and show some love. I would appreciate it. Just a fat guy out here trying to lose some weight and trying to motivate other people. We all can do it. We all have the ability to go above and beyond if we decide to lock in and make that decision. So we did 8 sets biceps, 8 sets triceps. We did 7 or 8 sets of forearms, I think. And now we are 2 minutes into 65 minutes of cardio. Time to lock in and get it done. Tomorrow's our rest day, so tomorrow we will take a full day off. No lifting, no exercising. Basically, we'll continue eating clean and keep pushing it. Any personal goals this year? Oh yeah, LaPenny, I have 3 goals. I have 3 main goals I'm working on this year. So my goal is to drop down to 10%, 10 to 12% body fat. Once I get to where I think I'm 10 to 12%, if I had to guess right now, I'm 12 to 14% body fat right now. I'm gonna go down to Grand Rapids. I'm gonna get a Dexcom scan to have an official test to see what my body fat percentage is. So I wanna drop down to 10 to 12%. If that happens in the next month or so, I might consider dropping down to like 8% body fat, maybe doing like a bodybuilding competition. So my first goal is to drop down to 10 to 12% body fat. My next goal is to read 1 book per month for the year. So I want to read basically 12 books this year. I'm currently reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which for me, slightly below like my level, I believe, because I already do a lot of that stuff. And then I want to have a net worth of $1 million by the end of this year. So my wife and I started investing into real estate about 3-4 years ago. We currently own 2 duplexes, a triplex, and then 6 single family households. And grew our net worth from roughly 200K to just shy of 1 million in a little over 3 years. And so my goal is to continue pushing my real estate, continue buying a couple more duplexes or something like that. I'm on pace to retire by the age of 45. I actually told my wife a couple weeks ago if she wants to retire at the age of 35, she can, because our real estate business has taken off. Neither one of us ever made great money. We're both social workers. So like our salary is not high. I just worked my tail off working multiple jobs. You know, one of the biggest things you can do if you want to retire early is go to your company and say, hey, I want to make extra money. What task can you do that you're going to pay me for? And if they say, nope, we don't do that, then say, okay, I'm going to go take my talents and go make money for another company. Like I'll still work here full time, but I'm going to go make money for another company. And a lot of times they don't like that, so they'll come up with tasks for you to do. They'll pay you extra. If they don't, they go work for another company. That money you make from your second job, take it and invest. Like the purpose of money is to make more money. So take that money, invest it into the stock market, into real estate, into gold, silver, whatever. And that's kind of where it talks about like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Like Rich Dad took his money and reinvested and bought businesses and lived frugal and just kept reapplying the money. Where Poor Dad, you know, lived paycheck to paycheck, paying his bills and wanted a nice solid retirement. And like he was okay working 40 hours a week for 50 years and retiring at the age of 45 or retiring at the age of 65. You know, that was his philosophy. For me, at a certain point in life, I was like, there's more to life than going and making money for somebody else and coming home and taking a couple of vacations a year and doing some nice things. Like there's more to life than that. So I educated myself and I went and got my real estate license and I just started, like we bought our first property. Our first property was an epic fail. We thought we were gonna do all the repairs ourselves. It failed miserably. And we ended up having to hire a contractor. We thought we had about 6,000 to 7,000 repairs. We had like 26,000 in repairs. And it was a train wreck, but it was the thing that got us going. So it was a great learning experience. Because every time you fail is an opportunity to learn. And since then, we don't make the same mistakes. And yeah, like I said, I'll be 40 this year, on pace to retire at 45. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I just want to continue growing that and then focusing on my health. I really want to get in shape, maybe do a bodybuilding competition, something like that. So not a bodybuilding, but like a powerlifting competition, or I like bodybuilding, but obviously I'm not going to win. I'm not nearly big enough, but I'm also natural, so I'm okay with that. Just the confidence to be able to walk on stage, knowing that I did the best I could. What's up, Jack? How you doing today, buddy? Guys, we got 11 of y'all beautiful folks. I need 1 like to get up to 40, so just double tap that screen. I'd appreciate that love and support. Did y'all get the first property to turn over revenue, or did you get it to get... So actually what we did is we, I don't know if you know who Dave Ramsey is, but I was living like the Dave Ramsey lifestyle without knowing who he was. And so I had like my car paid off, I had my student loans paid off, I had 0 debt, my house was paid off. So we actually refinanced our house, pulled out all the equity of it. So we started out with roughly 100K to invest in because we had our house paid off. And so we used that. We bought it with a conventional loan, 25% down. And then we just started like just spiraling from there, you know, kind of going downhill from there. And then we bought another single family that needed a little bit less work, and then another single family, and then another, then another, then another. Then we bought a duplex, and then another duplex. And then we just bought a triplex here, which was the most expensive property most recently. And then we had to evict 2 people. That was a train wreck. Jackie, the dogs are doing well. I was wrestling with Bowser earlier, and he jacked me up. Guys, look at the vein. Like, look at that. This is what I was telling you about earlier. Like, I see veins I've never had before. But I was wrestling with Bowser earlier, and he jacked me up. But the pups are doing good. They're doing extremely well. Thank you for hitting that like button. I truly appreciate that, guys. We're over 41, or we're at 41 likes. That's awesome. We are 8 minutes into the 61 minutes of cardio. Whew. Appreciate and love that support. I'd be curious to see how many new subscribers we got. I bet you we're at least 20 to 25 new subscribers so far this live. So if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. I would truly appreciate it. Those don't sound like failures, just challenges in the way. When, yeah, so little petty, I'll tell you, like, I don't know. Sometimes I can really nerd out and go into the numbers of people, and people are like, I don't care. But so the first property, so I live in like rural Michigan, so properties here aren't super expensive. That's how I'm able to own so many. And so like the first property we bought, it needed a lot of work. Basically the kitchen had to be regutted, it needed new windows, it needed gutters, a lot of the flooring had to be redone. And so we bought it for like $65,000. We put $17,000 down on it. We were gonna do all this work, put in new flooring, do all this stuff. I got in there and realized that like I grew up with a single mom on HUD housing and food stamps poor. Like I didn't have a dad in my life for the most part, so I didn't know how to do any of this stuff. But I thought, like, I'll go to YouTube University. I failed miserably. I immediately started having negative doubts, negative self-talk, all this stuff. I'm like, I can't do this. This is stupid. We should just sell this property. And then I slowed down and I stopped and like, what are your skills, Brandon? Like, what skills do you have? Well, the skills I have as a social worker is the ability to network. It's my ability to talk to people. It's the ability to create a team. It's the ability to surround myself with people that have skills I don't have. So what did I do? I built a team. I got myself, at that time I had a realtor. Now I am my own realtor. I went and got myself a couple of maintenance guys. I found myself a couple of contractors, and we had contractors set up to do our house. I said, hey, can we slot this over here and take this slot for our house for this rental, and then we'll do our house later. He's like, yep, absolutely, that's fine. Went over there, contractor did, remodeled the bathroom, remodeled the kitchen, ended up putting new windows in, put gutters on it. Boom, $26,000 later, that house that we bought for $65K now is worth $115K. Again, still not great numbers when you put everything into it, but it ended up being extremely like successful in the long run because that house now cash flows at like $400 a month. But we also have a lot of equity into it. So kind of pros and cons, but it was more of a learning experience. So it's pretty neat. Oh, excuse me. For every mile you do, I'll eat one Oreo. All right, Jeremy, bet. So you hang out for a minute. We're gonna do a little over 4 miles. So, my man, you gotta eat 4 Oreos, but I'm gonna need you to dunk them in milk. Like, and I can live vicariously through you. So take a video of it, tag me in it, and I can watch you eat your Oreos milk. Speaking of Oreos milk, guys, have you guys seen this new kid on social media? He's extremely overweight, and it'll be like cereal, like he has cereal in the morning, but like his cereal is what, like he literally will take 2 full things of Oreos, dump them in like a big ass bowl, dump a whole gallon of milk in there, and he'll eat the whole thing, and he'll call it cereal, or he'll do like Chips Ahoy. He'll dump 2 full packs of Chips Ahoy cookies in there, and then eat it, and it's like 6,000 calories for breakfast. Or one time I watched him do it with what are those, like 2 bags of like the donuts, like the chocolate donuts, like 6,000 calories. He's like, ooh, cereal, just destroys the whole thing. Like, dude, you're gonna die young. Speed has to be at 4. Speed's at 4 right now. So I don't change my speed at all. It stays consistently the same. I stay at a 4.0 the entire thing. And once in a while you'll see me stop talking and I'll grab the handlebars and I'm checking to see what my heart rate's at. I try to keep my heart rate right between 125 to 135. 125 to 135 is your fat burning zone. Anything above that, you can start to burn muscle, which I don't want to do. I spent way too many years putting on muscle and I don't want to burn that up. So I walk at a 4-point speed, which is a 15-minute mile, consistently for a little over 4 miles. So I do 65 minutes. I need to figure out in Google, like, if I can do more. Like, what is the max amount of cardio I can do in one day before it starts to burn muscle and stuff like that? Because I am so motivated to lose the weight and to get in better shape that I wonder if I could do like 90 minutes of cardio. Like, what is the max where it becomes unhealthy or unsafe? You are so handsome. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not sure what your name is. It's hard to see it from here. But I truly appreciate that. That was very nice of you. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button, and then hit that subscribe. And then once you're done doing that, hit that alert button. Every time I go live, pop on, see my pretty face. I truly appreciate and love that support. Oh. Wait, Jeremy, are you still here? Jeremy, we got 1 minute for our first mile. You gotta eat an Oreo, bro. You owe me. So, because right now I'm in a 30 days of perfection. I'm not allowed to eat Oreos. I'm not allowed to eat cookies, candies, like anything. I eat the same thing every single day for the last 14 days. Haven't changed. Breakfast, lunch, all right, 4 meals a day. I eat the same thing every single day. So, y'all eating pizza, cake, like, please tag me in it. I would love to see it. I went down the dark road the other night, guys, of watching videos of like people eating like crumble cookie and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks so good, because I eat the same thing every single day. Like, for these 30 days, I'm locked in for perfection, where I'm going to eat the same thing, do my cardio, lift weights, really see what the human body can do in 30 days when you lock in and don't allow cheat meals, don't allow excuses, don't allow any of the bullshit. Lock in for 30 days, see what the human body can do. So that is my goal. Great shape for your age, man. Keep it up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Not even old. Oh, I feel old. I'll be 40 this year. So 40 years old. I've worked a good chunk of my life away. I've always worked 60, 70, 80 hours. I've always worked tons of overtime. So it's all about what you want to achieve. Do I have a wife? Yes, Ryan. I do have a wife. I do. Sorry to disappoint you. However, Spencer, if you're in here, might consider. Guys, we are 1 like away from 45 likes for this live. Smash those like buttons, double tap those screens, hit those little hearts on the side, and then share the live on your other social medias. I would truly appreciate and love that support. I just want to go out there and spread positivity to the world. Life's hard, school's hard, work's hard. We just need to be positive and nice to each other. And if I can lose weight, so can you. There's nothing special about me. I'm not taking any kind of pills. I'm not taking any kinds of injections. I'm not taking anything special. So everything I'm doing, you can do. If you guys have any questions on how I've done it, what I've done, feel free to ask those questions, as I absolutely love to support people. This is why I tell everybody. Everybody's like, I can't do that. Yes, you can. Stop making excuses. Can you show up every day? Absolutely. Do you have time to doom scroll your phone? Do you have time to Netflix and chill every night? Yeah, then you have time to exercise. Well, I can't afford a gym membership. Cool. Go to YouTube University. Find an exercise video. Do it for 25 minutes. There you go. Well, I live in an apartment. Cool. Do it quietly. Live your best life. Like, all too often we have excuses. You like, thanks Ryan, appreciate that. Welcome in, Limp Away. What do you do for work, Ryan? I'm a social worker, and I work in Saginaw, Michigan, which is considered one of the most dangerous cities in the world. Well, at least one of the most dangerous cities in America. Used to be in the top 3. I think now it's just outside of like the top 50. As the feds came in, arrested a bunch of people, took a bunch of people to jail. It's kind of cleaned it up quite a bit. But Saginaw is just an old, poor town with quite a bit of crime. So I work 2 full-time jobs, basically doing that, and then I work at a hospital as a social worker. I screen people to determine if they go inpatient for psych or if they need resources or however I can best support them in that moment of crisis while they're at the hospital. So I do that. And basically I just worked my tail off, work as many hours as I can between the 2. I took those additional funds that I've saved up by living cheap and frugal and then took that money to invest into real estate. What was your highest weight? Limp Away, my highest weight was 303. So I was 303 pounds. I went to a water park with my family and my wife's family. And at that moment, I went down the slide. The weight limit on the slide was 280 pounds. I flipped over, the tube came out from under me. I went ass over teacups. I broke my toes. I slid down. The guy working there was like, what happened to you? I'm like, I fell. But at no point was I telling this dude I broke my toe because I was embarrassed. I'm like, I am a fat slob. Like, this is embarrassing. And I was like, at this point, I have to make a life change. Like in my early, 25, I was jacked, 6-pack, looked great and amazing. But why I built my real estate business, I just worked and ate McDonald's and didn't take care of myself, and it was all kinds of like crap, and I just made excuses, and I got super fat. So I was 303 pounds. Today I'm sitting at 220, well about 219, 220, so down 83, 84 pounds. I've lost 17 pounds since January 1st because I locked in on January 1st. And that's where I started my 30 days of perfection was then. And so my goal is to be down to 210 by the end of the month. And I want to be down to 8 to 12% body fat. I got sober on November 28, 2025, 2:40 today. I've been working out and eating well. Thanks for the motivation. Feel my flames, dude. I apologize if this offends somebody, but that's fucking awesome, man. That is awesome. That is where you literally just sent chills down my spine. Like I got goosebumps on my arms, like my chest. I can feel the goosebumps. Dude, that's where it's at in life. Like you decided you wanted to do better. You locked in. You're talking. Basically, you made it through December and the early part of February. So you're telling me you've been sober for 6 weeks now, 7 weeks now, and you started losing weight and exercising, which are great for your mental health, which is also going to help maintain you being sober. Dude, that is awesome, man. I'm so proud of you. Like, keep that up. Follow this page, pop in here. Let me sing your praises every single time I see you. Let me know every single time you see me. Tell me how many days you're sober, because that is awesome, man. That is, woo! Coming from a family of hardcore substance abuse. My mom was an alcoholic at one point. My dad was addicted to the opioid epidemic. My uncles were crackheads and cokeheads and all this stuff and other. I can honestly say I've never smoked a cigarette and I've never done an illegal drug my entire life, simply because I've seen what it did to my family. So you coming in here, man, I'm not even kidding you, dude. You just made my day. So I am proud of you. Keep that up. And just remember, all you have to do is be better than the person you were yesterday. You don't have to compete with 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Show up and be better than who you were yesterday. That's it. That's it. You're only competing with the person you were yesterday. And it doesn't matter if you made a leap like this or a leap like this. A leap is a leap, man. Show up. Whatever those goals are, put all your energy into that. And those days where the only energy you have is to stay sober, that's a win, man. That's it. As long as you don't take a drink, you've won. So I just want you to remember that. Like, I am proud of you, and keep that shit up. As someone who's a social worker, who I try to help people get sober all the time, I am proud of you. Anyways, guys, sorry, I know I went on a massive rant there. Went down a wormhole, but that's exciting news. So if I missed your comments, feel free to put them again. If you want to make sure I do read your comment, as if I get so many, send the super chat, and I guarantee I can't miss it because it blows up the entire screen pretty much. I will absolutely do that. Thanks. Absolutely feel me. I need to lose weight. How do I start? Limp away. So how do you start? Well, I need to know a little bit about you. Like, how old are you? Are you in high school? Are you in college? Are you working a full-time job? Like, tell me a little bit about you. Let's help write you a plan. I got you, man. I'm on this treadmill for another 45 minutes. I don't have anywhere to go. So I got you. But guys, we are one like away from 50 likes for this live. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. My man being sober got me fired up. Like, I'm all amped up over here. I feel like I need to just take off running or something. Burn off this quick adrenaline. Welcome in, Albert. So limp away. Give me a little bit more information. But guys, I need one more person to tap that screen. Let's get to 50 likes. I truly appreciate that love and support. Oh. My boxers are just not fitting right, and it's uncomfortable right now. How do I get as strong as you as a teen? Well, Ryan, if you're a teenager, it depends on, again, I need more information. Like, are you playing football? Like, are you playing offensive lineman? Are you playing wide receiver? Are you a basketball player? Like, are you just wanting to be strong as shit so you can impress girls? Do you want to look good so you can impress girls? Like why? I need to have a better understanding of why you're doing what you're doing for me to give you the best advice. Because again, somebody comes in here and you go into a stream or you go online and they give you blanket advice, that's not beneficial for you. Because again, if you say, hey, I'm an offensive lineman or I'm a defensive lineman and I need to get stronger for football, then you know that you're going to do mass performance for 4 seconds. Okay, so you're a girl. So you just try to look better, try to be in better shape. Like, you want to feel better about yourself. You want to increase your positivity. Like, and again, just don't tell me your age, because especially if kids are younger. Like, I don't want anybody in here being creepy. But just like, if you're in high school, say high school. If you're in college, say college. If you're like, you know, younger than high school, just say younger. And then I could kind of help write up a little bit of a plan and kind of give you some information. You look like a meme. Operator. I'm not sure what that means, buddy. You want to feel better about yourself? Okay. So perfect. So Ryan, this is what I'm going to do. Again, I don't know how old you are, but if you're looking just to feel better about yourself, I want you to start going to the gym. If you're in high school and you have the ability to work out at your gym and go after school, then do it. If you can go to your local gym, go to it. If you're low income and you have a YMCA in town, go to the YMCA, ask them if they have a low income program. Most of them do. Like, I was in a low income program when I was younger. We paid like $12 a year for 4 of us to go to the YMCA. Go to your local gym. If it's not a YMCA, just call there. If it's, you know, ask them if they have like a low income program where you can start going there. And then go there. Like, you could Google workouts, certain things, especially for girls. The things you're going to really want to focus on doing is all the lifts you're seeing guys doing. Like, you want to bench press. You want to continue building your chest. You want to squat. Your legs are your biggest asset that you have of like muscle-wise. So the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn. The more calories you burn, the more fat you're going to burn while you're sleeping, driving a car, going to school, whatever you're doing. So you want to build up your legs. And so all too often women say, I don't want to get bulky. I don't want to get big. That's such a wrong mindset, because y'all see how big I am? I've been lifting weights for almost 20 years and I'm not very big. And so if you're a girl that starts lifting for 2 or 3 years, I promise you, you're not going to get big. Lift weights, you want to do sets of 12, because we have what's called anaerobic lifts and you have aerobic lifts. Anaerobic means without oxygen, aerobic means with oxygen. Aerobic are usually your 15 to 20 reps. Anaerobic are your anywhere from like 4 to 12. But for ideally putting on muscle, you want to do sets of 12. So figure out what you can squat. Squat, you know, 4 sets of 12, 4 sets of 8, whatever you want to do. Hop in the leg press, do 4 sets of 12 there. Do 4 sets of 12 in the leg extension, leg curls, do some calf raises and call it a day. Your legs will be super sore for about a week, and then you do it the next week, and then you do it the next week. All of a sudden, a month later, you're like, dang, like my legs are starting to tone, my butt's getting more toned, my thighs feel better. Wait, my belly's gone a little bit, but I haven't even really done any abs. But because you burnt more calories, you're now going to start to lose your stomach, your self-confidence goes up, you get this little glow going with you, like you feel better about yourself. All of a sudden your grades at school start getting better. Like you overall just start feeling, overall you just start feeling better about yourself over just 1 or 2 changes. And then, like, okay, now you start doing that. Now you start looking at your diet. Like, what does your diet look like? How many calories are you eating a day? And it just snowballs day after day after day. Making 1 positive decision leads to 2 positive decisions, leads to 3, and then it trickles down. That's what I did. And I had to change my diet multiple times. I had to change my workout routine multiple times. I was fat as F. 303 pounds, just embarrassed. And now, like, I feel like I look I don't feel like I look great, but I'm getting there. I'm putting in the effort. I do strength training 30 minutes twice a week, very little cardio. So I'd encourage you to increase that strength training to 4 times a week and then go from there. Strength training 4 times a week. So I want you to do legs one day, chest one day. No, legs one day. I want you to do chest and triceps, back and biceps, shoulders and traps, 4 days a week. So do those 4 days. And then once you feel like you have more stamina, then add in like 20 minutes of cardio, like 3 days a week. Start doing that. You eat Taco Bell? Taco Bell only sounds good when you're intoxicated after night, late hours, when nothing else is open. I do lift things, club. Yeah, so increase lifting weights like 5 days a week. Yeah, Taco Bell will help clear out your insides, I'll tell you that right now. Like if you're constipated, Taco Bell will give you a colon cleanser. You do weight club for an hour. So, Ryan, I would definitely encourage to talk to like the coach or the trainer, the teacher about, say, hey, like this is great for me. I like this weight club, but I feel like it's not enough for me. Like I'm not getting the goals I want to get. Like what else can I do? Can I come after days without you here? Like what other, or can I specifically do like these 2 days of this, but then I'm going to go 2 more days and do this. So I would encourage your duration. He definitely packing. What am I packing, man? Oh my gosh, I almost did something inappropriate, guys. Guys, I start clowning on here and sometimes I get too far. Okay, thanks. I started with the plan. Yeah, limp away. Absolutely. Start with that plan. Like sit down, even tonight. Like the biggest mistake we make is, and I'm my worst enemy of, we got to start on Monday. All good deals and all good plans started on Monday. No, the best plan starts tomorrow because tomorrow is the first day. And if you take 1 step better, you're a little bit better than the person you were yesterday. And then you're a little bit better than the person you were. Stop procrastinating because what's going to happen is Monday's going to roll around and you're like, man, I'm tired, or I don't feel good, or I'm not feeling this. And then we put it off until Wednesday, sounds like a good day. And then we put it off, and then the next thing we know, we're 6 months later and we're still at the same fucking spot. Excuse me for the language, guys. I usually swear like a sailor, so it's very hard for me to control myself on here sometimes. But I try to do my best to be respectful. Just kidding. Hey man, maybe. Nice abs. Thanks, Ryan, I appreciate it. But Ryan, like I found a picture of myself from like 14, 15 months ago. And when I tell you guys, I'm out to here. Like I was literally out to here. Like just disgusting looking. And at a certain point, I was just like, nah, I gotta do better. Like I have to do better for myself and for my family. And so I locked in, I wrote a plan, and I followed the plan. And that's it. It's that fair. Is it grippy? Might get you, buddy. I'm telling you guys, like sometimes I forget I'm live on like a platform and I'm like not just joking around with like my boys, you know? And I'm like, ooh, I probably can't say that. Ooh, that's gonna get me in trouble. So it's like sometimes I gotta remind myself of like, ooh, like that was close. Like that was close to getting me banned. Because I'm one of those type of people, like people take life way too serious. Like anymore, we gotta laugh, we gotta joke. Like life's hard, school's hard, work's hard. You never know what anybody else is going through. If we can sit there and just crack jokes and have a good time, get a good workout in, I mean, it's an absolute blast, guys. Like, why be miserable? Why spread hate? Why do all this nonsense? Like, just try to enjoy yourself. Ryan, it's a super inappropriate joke. Yeah, it's an inappropriate adult joke. So, I'm going to leave it at that. Do I like Toy Story? I feel like there's a joke there and you're going to burn me in this somehow, but yes, I do like Toy Story. I'm old enough to remember when that movie first came out. I'm old enough to remember that I played the original Toy Story video game. I think it was on like PlayStation 2, like the Toy Story game was. And you got the little green men, you had to hop around and it was awful. Yeah, I remember that. What do you do for breakfast? So what I do is I do black coffee because it's the perfect way to start out your metabolism. It starts your metabolism, it starts burning fat, and it has very little calories in it. So you're going to burn way more fat in the morning in your stomach or in your body. So if you could just drink black coffee for the first 2-3 hours up, I always encourage people to do that. And then after that, I do a protein shake. And I do Syntha 6. It's about $100 for a 10-pound bag on Amazon. It's like 90 servings. It averages out to be about $2 per meal. So how often can you eat for like $2 per meal? So people are like, I can't spend $100 on protein. Like, okay, but if that protein lasts you for almost 2 months and it gives you 45 meals, like then is it worth it? I would absolutely think so. So I usually drink half of it at 10 o'clock and then the other half at noon. And my shaker cups are 24 ounces of water. So not only are you getting the protein in, but you're also consuming 24 ounces of water basically in the first, the first 5 hours of being up. So that's a perfect way to help get your water in. Looking good, my guy. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thanks, man, I appreciate you, no joke. Yeah, absolutely, Bus fan, man. Life's all about having a good time, I'm telling you. Like, sometimes I wish I could just do a live and it could be like all dudes in here. That way I don't offend anybody. And we could just say the most raunchy stuff without the fear of like offending somebody sometimes. Because again, like, we gotta laugh. We gotta have fun. Life's too serious. Life's hard. Paying bills is hard. Adulting is hard. So if we could come in here and crack jokes, that's what life's all about, man. Is 1,315 calories a day too low for 31-year-old male? Absolutely. That is way too low. That's way too low. So right now for you, I would encourage anything less than 1,900 calories a day. Like 1,900 calories a day for someone, because you're roughly my size, basically. I'm 6'3", like 6'2 3/4 if we want to be really technical. And about 1,900 calories a day. Spread it out between 4 to 6 meals a day. So you could do like 3 meals and 2 snacks. You could do like, I do 4 meals basically. Protein shake, rice, chicken, broccoli, eggs, egg whites, cottage cheese, fruit. So I spread it out between 4 meals, and each one of them are roughly 500 calories, which averages out to be about 1,900 to 2,100 calories a day. Whew. Do you have kids? Yes, I have 2 boys. My oldest son is Peyton, he's 9, and then my youngest son, Matthew, is 8. They are roughly about 18 months apart, I think. We planned it that way. Me and my brother are about 18 months apart. I want to say my wife and her sister is like 18 months apart. So we planned our kids that way. Spencer, is that you? And then someone called me Dad. I'm pretty sure that's Spencer. Is that you, bro? I know you always come in here with reckless stuff, and then everybody thinks that we're a couple. Do you have any cheat meals? So limp away. Part of myself this month is 30 days of perfection. So I've challenged myself. I came up with this by myself. For 30 days, I want to be 100% perfect. No candy. And I'm talking, cheating on my diet is as simple as eating 1 potato chip. Is cheating on my diet. Eating 1 Skittle, 1 M&M, 1 anything, taking a drink of milk is cheating on my diet. So right now, I am eating basically the same thing every single day. The only time I'll deviate a little bit is if I don't meet my calorie intake. I'll have some almonds later at night because almonds are heart healthy and they have healthy fats in it. But like, I am being 100% perfect for 30 days straight. So today is day 14. So tomorrow I'm excited because I'll be almost halfway of my 30 days. And so at 30 days, I'm super excited to see what the human body can do. So if you go back and you look at my original YouTube short from January 1st, like I'm a little bit more hairy, I didn't shave my chest yet, but like you could see how bloated my stomach is. You could see less definition in the chest and the shoulders. But since January 1st, I've lost 17 pounds. A lot of that was gut weight, inflammation. We carry all this extra gunk that just sits in our gut when we eat junky food, salty food, and sugary food. So once I got rid of all that, like the first week I got rid of all that junk and bile and nastiness, and now we're focusing on burning the extra fat. So like I said, last week, this stomach was like hanging down more here, and now that I'm losing the weight, it's kind of like pulling up. So now it's just pulling up and sticking out versus like pulling up and like hanging over. So I'm like, oh man, like I actually feel slightly better about myself. Like I'm still fat, I still have a long ways to go, but like it looks way different. What happened if you eat Dorito crumbs? It counts. I've cheated. Can't cheat on the diet whatsoever. We have to be perfect. That's the challenge I put to myself, is to be perfect. Guys, we need 2 likes to get to 60 likes for this live. I would love the support. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, head up, hit that subscribe button, and then turn those alerts on. I think we're inching close into 3,400 subscribers on this channel. I would love and appreciate all of that support. We are now 1 like. Thank you, whoever hit that like button. I truly appreciate you. And sorry, guys, I know I missed a ton of comments. So if you haven't done so already, thank you. We hopped up 2 more likes. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. It really helps motivate me to keep going and pushing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. Rosa says you look good. Thanks, Rosa. Wheeler says good job. Thanks, Wheeler. What up, Jacob? Partner, long time, buddy. How's it been? You look like a new man. Thanks, Jacob. I appreciate that, man. I've been putting in work. So I've lost 84 pounds total so far since January 1st. I've lost 17. I am just locked in. I have this massive goal. And this is what happens when you take the word motivation. You throw that shit away. You take it, replace it with dedication, and you show up because it's on the schedule. Every single day you show up because it's on the schedule. And you don't deviate from the schedule. And you write the schedule on Sunday. That way you don't have any excuses. And then you continue following it. It's that simple, guys. When we stop making excuses, we show up and we do great. What do I do for nutrition? Give me just a second, guys. So guys, we are 38 minutes in. We've already lifted arms. I'm sweating like a heifer. I'm going to check my heart rate, and then Harry, hold on just for a second, and I'll explain what I do for food. Oh. All right, perfect, guys. Our heart rate is at 133, 134, hopping back and forth, which is perfect in that fat burning zone. So I want my heart rate to sit consistently between 125 to 135. That's when we do our best fat burning for your heart rate. If you elevate your heart rate too high, you're going to start burning muscle, which isn't ideal if you're trying to maintain muscle. And if it's too low, then you're not burning it. So I just checked my heart rate. It's perfect at like 134. So I've gone over my diet several times. I'll go over it again. So I joke sometimes that I feel like I'm slightly autistic. I eat the same thing every single day. For me, my brain doesn't have to think about food. I just know that like I'm going to eat the same thing and I don't have to worry about it. So I drink black coffee from roughly 7:30 to 10. At 10 o'clock, I drink half of a protein shake. I do Synthesis 6 double chocolate. I mix mine with water. Apparently, recently I found out mixing your protein shake with water, not milk, is weird. I always thought anybody that mixed it with anything but water was weird, but apparently, according to talking to several people, I'm the weird one, but I only mix my protein with water. So it's 400 calories for it, 48 grams of protein. I drink half of it at 10. The other half I drink at noon. So by noon I've had 400 calories, 48 grams of protein. And then at 1 o'clock I eat my next pre-cooked meal. I'm very blessed. My wife does almost all of my meal prepping for me. So I do 1 cup white rice, 1 cup broccoli, 1 cup chicken. And so again, it's roughly another 50 grams of protein and roughly 500 calories. So I eat that at 1 o'clock. And usually if I don't eat by 1:30, I'm starving. Like I'm like starving. Like I start to get lightheaded, I get nauseous, I don't feel good. If I wait too long, because my calories are so low, or my meals are so low in calories that like I have to eat on time. If I fall off track, it's awful and I don't feel good. And so I'll eat then, and then around like 4:30, I'll eat half of my next meal, and then I'll go lift weights, do cardio. Then after that, I'll eat the rest of that meal. And then by this time, it's usually 8, 9 o'clock, I'll drive home. And then around 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'll eat my last meal, which is 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, a full cup of non-fat cottage cheese, and then some kind of fruit. So at the end of the day, my fruit is my candy, and that's what I enjoy. Like, so blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries. I love cherries. Cherries are delicious. Guys, sorry I missed tons of comments, so re-put them in if I missed it. Do I have temptations at home? Limp away, yes, I have tons of temptations. My wife ordered pizza for the kids on Friday. It was very hard not to eat pizza. Like a couple days ago, I was having hardcore cravings of chips. I love chips and salsa. Like I was craving those things, but at the end of the day, like I'm busy. Okay, you're craving chips, maybe go play video games. You're craving chips, go read a book. You're craving chips, go hop in the treadmill. So it's about keeping your mind busy, because all too often in America, food has become a social construct. So we eat when we're bored. We eat when we go out with friends. We go out for drinks. And so we consume calories that we don't need because we want to do these other things, where if we did things to keep ourselves busy, we would stop eating. I've been mixing protein powder and water for 20 years. You're not weird. Thanks, Ryan. I'm telling you, like my entire life, I've only ever mixed it with water. When I was told like other people mix it with milk and stuff like that, almond milk, I was like, it was like this, like, it never even dawned on me, like that was never even an option. I think about doing lives like this, but centered around arm wrestling. Yeah, Swift, man, absolutely. Like, do it. Comment on one of my videos. I'll go back and give you a follow, and I'll support you. There's a guy, Running Dad, that came into one of my lives, said, hey, hit that follow button. One of his videos popped up on my For You. I went and followed him. I comment on his video almost every single day. I love seeing that dude's journey. Like, he's out here going to run a 100-mile marathon. Like, how cool is that? I couldn't do that. And so if all these small creatives, we go out and support each other. When I'm not live, so when I go to Planet Fitness and I work out there, I'm on the treadmill, I get bored, so I scroll social media. So what I'll do is I'll go to YouTube, I'll go to Shorts. All small content creators that involve fitness in some way or another, I try to comment at every single video, just to show a little bit of love. I watch the whole video, I hit that like, I hit that comment on it, show some love for those people, because again, like everybody's got to start somewhere. And so if we all can be loving and supportive, it goes a long way to you know, shooting your numbers up there. It's all about the small things. Nice, sounds like a good routine. Absolutely. You should have made your own pizza that same day the kids got it. So I'm not sure your name, I can't see it. So for me, my 30 days of perfection involves me eating the same things for 30 days. So my meals are already pre-planned, protein shakes, super healthy things, all measured out. So I eat the same thing every day. I don't deviate it, and I don't have to think about it. I talked to some people that put protein powder straight in their mouths and drink it after that. So I started doing dry scooping some of my like pre-workouts, but it's more because I forget my shaker cup. Like I can see dry scooping pre-workout, but dry scooping protein, I'm judging you because you. Like you would have to do like a little bit, swishing water with water. Nah, you're just trying to show out if you're dry scooping protein. Like that's too much, man. That's way too much. Hey man, today was running with the vest for me. Andrew, awesome, man. How heavy was your vest? How far did you make it? That's what's up, man. I'm telling you guys, we all got these fitness goals. We're all out here grinding. All you gotta do is just show up. Show up and be better than the person you were yesterday. So that's absolutely awesome, Andrew. Good work, man. You take peptides, bro? Nah, man, I'm all natural. I take 2 supplements. I take pre-workout C4 and I take protein drinks once a day. That's it. I'm not taking anything else extra. Boring ass weirdos. I mean, you're in here, bro. Like, you're the one in here watching me. You're the one in here helping me make money, commenting on my stuff. So I appreciate that support, man. Every comment, every like, every share helps my channel grow. So thanks, brother. Love you. Appreciate it. I love them. I love trolls. Like, sometimes I enjoy trolls more than like the positive comments because it allows me to crack jokes and have fun with life. Like, so come in here and say some reckless shit, guys. Like, you ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I hate myself. So nothing you're gonna say that I don't say to myself already. I'm doing a couch to 5K with a 22-pound vest on today. That's awesome, man. Good for you. That's awesome. Or guess a 2. God bless, man, and enjoy. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it. Guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like, and then hit those alerts. So that way every time I go live, you guys can see, get those alerts. I appreciate that support. Boss man, you leave your comment. I missed what it said. Creatine is really good. So, Adam, let me tell you a little bit of a story about creatine. And this is why I don't take it. I'm not anti-creatine. It just makes me nervous, so I don't take it. A buddy of mine, his mom was a nurse, and this individual that was going to our gym took creatine, lifted weights, never did legs. Basically, what ended up happening was the creatine stored in his legs for a long duration. Finally did legs, and his legs were sore for like 2-3 weeks. Like, you know, normal leg soreness is like 6-7 days. Like, if you're new to like 6-7 days, your legs super sore. By the time it's leg day again, you're just now getting over soreness. But this guy's legs were sore for like 3 weeks. Goes to the hospital. They start running some tests. Like, oh man, this is serious. Put the guy in critical condition because what ended up happening was he was taking a large amount of creatine. It stored in the muscles in his legs. He wasn't working them out. Or like when you do, you know, it stores in the biceps, the chest. You work those out. You release that creatine back into the system. So when he released all that creatine into his legs, it caused like kidney failure. It was causing, there was something else, it's kidney and something else failure because it released all the creatine into a system at once. So if you are taking creatine, make sure you are literally working on every single body part so that way it doesn't store up and release all at once because it could cause serious damage to your body. And simply because of that story, I don't take it. Not only that, but like I used to take monohydrate creatine, and all monohydrate creatine really does is pump water into the muscles, so it makes you look like you're bigger without actually being stronger. And for me, I don't want to look big. I want to be physically be strong. Like I deadlifted 425 for 4 the other day. I bench pressed 305 for 4 the other day. I squatted 300 for 4 the other day. And so it's more about being strong than looking strong for me. This dude doing cardio live, he already hates himself. He's untouchable in comments. I mean, it is what it is. Like I'm showing up, like I'm beating my body up. I already lifted weights for an hour. I'm on the treadmill for 65 minutes. I eat rice, chicken, and broccoli twice a day. I haven't had a pop or soda in well over 2 weeks. Like, what are y'all gonna do that's gonna hurt me? I promise you. Rahibin probably. Ashley, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. What is your opinion recently about footage of? Dan, I don't have an opinion on that, and I'm not really going to talk about that here because what that's going to cause is problems, and it's going to frustrate people. And in this stream, I try to keep it positive. It's the same thing with politics and everything else. Like everybody has their opinions, and I'm not saying anybody's opinion is right or wrong, but again, in here, we try to keep it positive because all too often, if you want to go do that stuff, like there's plenty of channels that'll do that stuff. They'll create rage bait. They'll create hate and divide. That's why, like, Fox News talks one way, CNN talks another way. Because again, the more hate and divide you create, the more viewership you get. The more viewership you get, the more sponsorship you get. The more sponsorship you get, the more money you make. You want to know what social media pages tend to make the most? It's either very attractive chicks that dress very provocative, that are super popular, or it's other people that say very controversial things, and you people either comment on it because they rage hate them, or they comment on it because they agree with them. Either way, they're getting their money by causing conflict. And we're not about that here. We're going to continue spreading love and positivity, and we're going to support each other, but also holding people accountable. Because this whole body positive thing anymore that's happening, it's not real. We need to keep each other accountable. If you're overweight, we need to tell each other we're overweight. If you're not working hard enough for your job, we need to tell you you're not working hard enough for your job. Like, we need to hold each other accountable. Like for me, people be like, you're aggressive. No, man, I'm fat. I'm still fat. Like, I know that. I'm okay with that. Like, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Like my kids, when I was fat, when I was 300 pounds, my kids were like, Dad, you're fat. And my wife would be like, no, don't say that, that's mean. No, Danny, like they're right, I am fat. Like it's the truth. It's the reality of the situation. How do you feel about pre-workout? I'm Miss Dolly, I love pre-workout. So I've taken pre-workout pretty much since I was 18, 19 years old. I take 1 scoop, I never overdose. I use the same amount. So right now I use C4. It used to be $19.99, which is the reason I bought it. Now it's like $30, but still. So I use C4. I take 1 scoop. I make sure it's leveled off. Like you get the people out here double scooping. I feel like it's just, you're doing too much. And I take 1 scoop of pre-workout before every single workout. And I absolutely love it. I feel like I have more energy. Even if it doesn't do anything to my body at this point, the idea of it, the placebo effect of it makes me feel great, and I love it. I love taking pre-workout, and then I take my protein shakes. So those are the 2 supplements I take every single day. But guys, we are 1 like away from 70 likes. My goal was 70 likes for this live. We're definitely going to get there. Oh, now we're 2 likes away. So if you haven't done it already, double tap that screen, hit that share button, hit that subscribe, show me some love. I would truly appreciate that support, guys. It really does motivate me. What's up, Jared? How you doing today, buddy? Sorry, Jared, I missed your comment, so please re-put it in the chat. I did miss it. My sister, well, that's weird, Miss Fizz, but okay. Screw the tolls, man. Cardio after lifting has helped me crazy. Doing great, brother. Thanks, and I'm telling you right now, cardio is like my, I never thought I would say this in my younger days. Cardio is like my happy place, man. Like I get on here, I'm moving, I'm super ADHD, so if I'm not live talking to y'all cool folks, I'm scrolling my phone, I'm watching videos, I'm dancing, like I'll be in Planet Fitness, I got my headphones in, I'm in my own world. I don't care what anybody else is doing around me, I don't care if the chick's half naked over there, I don't care if my man's doing backflips over there, like y'all do you, live your best life, have fun, and I'm over here, you'll see me like I'll be dancing, I'll start strutting, I'll make weird noises, my hands will flare up, because at the end of the day, like, I am just trying to have a good time while I'm on the treadmill for 65 minutes. I do over 25 miles of cardio a week. Like, I gotta do something to break up the monotony. So I don't care what you're doing. And I hate it when people comes in on the treadmills next to me because I'm flailing over here and I'm 6'3", I got a long reach. Like give me some space, man. I wanna be weird. Like, I wanna have fun. What do you think is better on the treadmill or bike? The treadmill is definitely better because, again, on the treadmill, never hold on to the bars here. Move your arms. The more you move your arms, you're going to burn calories by moving your arms and moving your legs. On a bike, you're only going to get your leg movement. You're not moving your core. You're not, like when I walk a lot of times, like you'll see me try to flex in my core because I'm holding it tight, so I'm getting an ab workout. So I'm trying to work everything. Like I'm moving my arms. The more you move your body, the more calories you burn. You look oiled down. Nah, Pablo, I'm sweaty. I'm very, very sweaty. I've been on this treadmill for 34 minutes. And before that, I did a full arm workout. So I did 8 sets of biceps, 8 sets of triceps, and 7 or 8 sets of forearms. And now we've been on the treadmill. Leg day or arm day, because low-key leg day is better. Yep, so, whoa, I completely changed my workouts because chest I do on Mondays, leg day now is Tuesday. Because leg day is super important. You gotta make sure you squat. Squat should always be your first exercise on leg day. And I always warm up. I stretch because I'm older, so I want to stretch so I don't hurt myself. I do a couple warm-up sets and then hop into my heavy sets of squats. And squats release natural testosterone. And guys, I'm not sure about girls, not sure how that works, to be honest with you. Going to research for men. But it releases natural testosterone, which helps you build muscle for the rest of the week. So when you squat in the early part of the week, you're building muscle for the rest of your weights, for the rest of your lifts and the rest of the week. So Monday or Tuesday should be leg day, guys. It's very important. Not only that, but your legs are your biggest muscle in your body. So the bigger your legs are, the more fat you burn, the more calories you burn while you're sleeping, while you're driving your car, while you're at work. So do legs, build your legs. It's the foundation of your body. And your body builds together. So your chest builds with your back. Your biceps build with your triceps. Like everything builds symmetrical. Your quads build with your hamstrings. And so build your legs. Your upper body needs to build with the top body. Like, make sure you're working everything out. I love your personality. Thanks to Artist. I appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know. I have always been unsure about pre-workout, but if it is just a little boost. I'll try it. Yeah, and again, Molly or Dolly, start with maybe a half a scoop if you've never done it before. Start with like a half a scoop of like pre-workout. Again, like I said, I like C4. It works for me, and it's cheap. Like, I don't need something super fancy with all the extra ingredients in it. Like, maybe start with a half a scoop the first day, see how you feel, and then kind of work your way up. But again, I've never seen the sense of doing like 2 or 3 scoops. Like, your heart's going to explode. It's not worth it. Treadmill is the best. If you're older for knees and joints issues, look for alternatives. Yeah, I agree. I've had major knee surgery on my left knee. I was off work for 11 months, blew my knee out at work. But after my surgery, it took about 18 months to fully heal and recover. I have 0 issues with it. You want to know what really hurts your knees? Being overweight. Being overweight hurts your knees and hurts your body. So I'll get on this treadmill because it's cold out, it's 25 degrees in Michigan, and I will move the best I can to get this weight off. So I've lost 84 pounds so far. And again, I'm not talking negative whatsoever. What was it, diddle? Like, it's just the reality of it is we have pros and cons with everything we do. Like, people be like, don't drink those flavored waters from Walmart because that has aspartame in it. That's terrible for you. But you know what else is terrible? Coca-Cola, Mountain Dew, Gatorade, slushies with tons of sugar in it, energy drinks. You know, all these other things that are like fruit drinks, all these things caked with sugar, you know, coffee with creamer, you know, going to Starbucks with all these other fancy coffees that got like 1,000 calories in it. Like, you start going down the checklist, and all of a sudden at the bottom is my poor little sparkling water with a little bit of aspartame in it. Like, we gotta look at the risk reward of everything. Like, and stop nitpicking things. Because the same people that tell you that aspartame's terrible for you and my little flavored, you know, water are the same people out here eating McDonald's 3 times a day. Because it's easy. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I am 39. I will be 40 I'll be 40 in April. So my goal is, my birthday's April 11th. My goal is by April to be in the best shape of my life. My goal is to have a full 6-pack abs, like the taper down here where it comes down, like love handle's gone. Like, that is my goal by the time I'm 60 years old, or by the time I'm 40, to be in the best shape of my life. Which is crazy to think about, that I've changed my mindset and locked in so good that, like, I'm going to be able to achieve this. It's not if, but when it's going to happen. Because I've already lost 17 pounds during this 30 days, or during these first 14, or sorry, because I'm out of breath and I can't talk. I've already lost 17 pounds in the first 14 days of my 30 days of perfection. So I'm really curious to see what's going to happen in the next 16 days. Just drank coffee, time to take a dump. Yeah, the Warrior, coffee does that to me. Actually, using my protein shake. When I drink my first half of my protein shake in the morning, between that and my black coffee, I have a 30-minute window to find a toilet. And sometimes as a social worker in the community, that's hard to do. But you got 30 minutes to toilet before you have some serious problems. Is Pedialyte good? John, you'd have to look at the calories in Pedialyte. I'm not really sure. But I know if it's anything close to like a Gatorade. Gatorade, everybody thinks Gatorade's great for you. Gatorade in general is not good for you because it has a shit ton of calories in it. Now, if you're a skinnier guy and you're out here playing basketball, playing soccer, something like that, and you're trying to replenish your calories and your electrolytes during the activity, then Gatorade's great for you. But if you're just sitting at your desk sipping on Gatorade, whew, guys, I almost fell off the treadmill. I haven't done that before. I missed the arm. Whew, that was scary. But if you're just sitting at your desk, office, drinking Gatorade, boom, you're at like 300, 350 grams of calories of just empty sugar. That's not going to fill you up. It's going to make you like more hungry. It's going to give you a spike of dopamine. And then once that stuff starts to burn up, you're going to crash and you're going to feel tired. Zero sugar Propel. That works, but again, I'm willing to bet that Propel also has aspartame in it, as it's an artificial sugar that doesn't have any calories in it. So it probably has the same artificial sugaring in it. No, it's in the middle of the workout because I've been working out since the beginning of the new year. Yeah, but again, even for me, I only drink water while working out. And then throughout the day, like I said, I'll drink 1, sometimes 1.5 of those flavored waters from like Walmart, Meijer's, Kroger's. There's 10 calories for like, I don't know, like a liter or something like that. And for me, because it's carbonated, it gives me that sensation of a pop, because I love pop. It gives me that sensation of that without like all the extra calories. And I also chew a lot of gum throughout the day, sugar-free gum, because especially I drink a protein shake in the morning, so I'm not eating anything. So sometimes I miss that sensation of like eating food. So I'll chew gum to help replace that. But guys, we've got 20 of y'all beautiful folks on, and each and every one of y'all are beautiful. I need 4 of you guys to hit that like button. Let's see if we can get to 80 likes before we end this live. We got 4 minutes left on the treadmill for 65 minutes of cardio. We're at exactly 4 miles right now. So double tap that screen, hit that like button. It doesn't cost y'all anything. And then head up and hit that subscribe button. Show me some love. I would truly, truly appreciate that love and support, guys. Yikes, I'm blind. Is it from the shiny titties? Is that what got you? Probably can't say that on here. Tell you guys, I feel like I'm gonna get myself banned one of these times, but I'm gonna live my best life until then. Whew. I'm glistening like no other. Sometimes I go upstairs after cardio and I'll go weigh myself because of the amount of water weight I lose during working out and stuff. I'm like, I wonder if I'll be less now or in the morning. Because usually I weigh myself first thing in the morning. But guys, someone hit that like button. I need 3 more of you beautiful folks to double tap that screen. Hit that like button. Let's see if we can get up to 80 likes in the next couple minutes. I would truly, truly, truly appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. Whoever hit that, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are 2 more away from 80. For whatever reason, I'm always one less than you guys. We are 1 more away. We need 1 more like to get to 80. And I would truly, truly appreciate that. Thanks, Michelle. I appreciate that. Let's see if I can fall off the treadmill. I've almost fallen off twice so far because I get super distracted. Thanks, Maverick. Thanks, Michelle. I appreciate it. Thanks, Diane. Just got here. How old are you? That's people's favorite question. How old are you? How much weight have you lost? And what's your profession has been the top 3 questions for today. I am 39. I will be 40 in April. My profession, I'm a social worker. That was a poor choice, but I worked my ass off to build a pretty successful business. And what was the 3rd question? How much weight have I lost? I've lost 84 pounds. There we go, guys. I've tackled the top 4 questions. Or top 3 questions. We'll continue the hard work and I will stop back soon. I work out at 9 and 3. John, if you ever post any videos about it, let me know, man. I would love to comment on your stuff. Like, comment on one of my videos, let me know who you are. I love supporting people. Like, I love getting those little alerts from small creators. You know, to give a little encouragement every single day goes a long ways, guys. Goes a long, long, long ways. I'm 59. I'm a chef. That's what's up, man. I'm very blessed. My wife does all my meal prep for me, so I'm lucky in that aspect. So my meal prep's a little bit easier. You can work your ass off. I'll be really happy if you... Wait, let me read that again. Easter. You can work your... Sorry, I missed your comment. It disappeared. Oh my God, I need you in my life. Well, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, guys. I'll be live Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, streaming my workout and my cardio. Come back, I'll give you guys that positive support that everybody needs. The weight of a wife lost? Well, you know, the fastest way to lose 140 pounds, maybe 200, is divorce. Just saying. Not a good option, but it's an option. Just saying. Just remember that, fellas. It's hard to find a good treadmill. Any recommendations? So I did a lot of research. I ended up buying the Sole, the S-O-L-E, and I bought it specifically because it has a longer treadmill. As you see me, I'm super ADHD. I get distracted while on here. I start talking to y'all folks. I almost fell off the side. So I bought, my treadmill was like $1,000. I bought it because it has steady arms, because at that point I was 300 pounds, and I need something more sturdy. And not only that, but I get it because it has a longer belt in the back. So that way, if I get distracted and I end up way back here, I still have the ability to catch back up and get back to the front before I fall off. So, that's it. Type those. Good question. Oh, sorry, guys. All right. I got to get those muscles, man. King, all you got to do is show up every day. Half of getting strong and working out and losing weight and putting on size is literally just showing up. That's half the battle. Like sometimes I'll get to the gym and I'm like, man, I don't got it into me today. Let's get 12 sets done. Let's get 16 sets done. Let's just get whatever in we can get in. Because you want to know what? I'm still doing better than that person sitting on the couch. I'm still better doing than that person that didn't do anything. Just a second, guys. So half the battle every single day is, let me lower this. Half the battle every single day is literally just showing up, guys. I'm laughing over here. Well, Diane, I'm glad that you're laughing. Life's too serious not to laugh and crack jokes and have a good time with it. Guys, I'm sweating like no other right now. Whew. Most people will pay you to move it. How old were you and at what age range when you weight loss? So, Shu, I actually started my weight loss journey about 14 months ago, 15 months ago. So I was 38. You know, I'll be 40 here in April. So we're never too old. We're never too young, like to start to lock in. If you ever have any questions, I always tell people, comment on one of my videos. I would absolutely love to support you. Like I used to be a certified personal trainer through ISSA. I gave up my personal training certificate because I didn't enjoy doing it anymore. My primary job is a social work and also being a personal trainer. At a certain point, it just became absolutely exhausting because you're begging people to do better. They'll pay you to do better. But a lot of times they actually don't want to do better and they don't want to make a change, especially with personal training. People would pay me to come to their house, pay me $50 an hour, and then not actually want to do the work. And I'm like, this isn't it. I got to get those muscles on you. Well, I'm telling you, the key is just to show up. If you want to know what exercises I do during different things, go back through. You can watch some of my old lives. Send me a comment on one of my videos. I would absolutely love to help support any of you guys through here because it's easy once we lock in and start putting in the work. I'll cheat on my boyfriend with you. Wow, that escalated quick. Hey, man, I'm 71. I climbed the hill with the dogs. That's awesome. That's awesome, Michael. 71. It's never too early. The only time when we start making excuses and say we can't do things, that's because our brain is telling us we can't. I'll tell you guys, whether it's running, lifting weights, anything, our brain will always shut down way before our body does. So don't listen to your brain, listen to your body. If you're cramping, things hurt, things start to get uncomfortable. If it's extremely physically uncomfortable, then we stop. But our brain will always tell us to stop because it wants to protect us. So you got to keep pushing through those negative self-thoughts and allow yourself to listen to your body, not your brain, because your brain always shuts down first. Like when I start running, I'll be running for a couple minutes. My brain's like, it hurts, stop. And all of a sudden I've ran 10 minutes. I've got a mile and 1.3 miles in 10 minutes because I didn't listen to my brain. And it's just that simple. About 6 miles daily. Michael, that's awesome, man. So I do 4.3 miles 6 days a week on the treadmill. If it's nicer outside, I'll do it outside. But I also lift weights 5 days a week. And I follow a very strict diet of only 1,900 to 2,100 calories a day. So for me, sometimes cardio, if I don't do my meals just perfect, the treadmill becomes extremely hard for me because I'm at zero calories in my stomach by the time I get on the treadmill. And so like everything I'm doing is just burning fat because I'm completely depleted based on sometimes when I get on the treadmill, I might have only had 1,200 calories that day so far. And I'm just at nothing. So sometimes it's just really fighting through. You're so handsome. I love it. Thank you. I truly appreciate any advice for a new weightlifter. Roach, my biggest advice to you is don't be scared. Don't avoid exercises because you don't know how to do them. And ask questions. Most of the meatheads in the gym would absolutely love to help and support you. Like most of us that have been in there, we absolutely love helping, walking up to people that's new. We hesitate to do it because we don't want to be that guy that feels like we know it all when we go to the gym. So ask questions. Watch videos, educate yourself the best you can on YouTube or different places. And then the key thing is make sure you learn how to do certain lifts. Make sure you know how to bench press. Build your chest because that's going to build the rest of your body. Learn how to do lat pull downs. Learn how to do squats. Squats are going to build your legs, which is the biggest muscle group in your body. Learn how to squat. Squat should be for I don't care if you're a guy, girl, he, she, male, it, they, whatever you are, squat. Because squat's going to build your foundation and it's going to release natural testosterone and hormones in your body, and it's just overall going to make you feel better. So that's the biggest advice I can get. Don't be afraid to do anything. Focus on putting on muscle, especially with women. All too often they want to go I want to do cardio. I don't want to get too big. I've been lifting weights for 20 years. I don't think I'm too big. I've been lifting weights. I've been trying to get as big as possible for the last 20 years. It's hard. It is extremely hard to put on muscle. So for a lady that's going to show up and lift weights for 2 or 3 years, I promise you, you're not going to get big. If it worked like that, all of us dudes would have to start turning sideways to shuffle through doors. And we don't, because it is extremely difficult to put on muscle. And even if you're eating right, and you're doing everything right, it's extremely hard. So don't be afraid to lift heavy weights, put on muscle. You're going to look better. Your partner's going to like it. Your husband's going to like it. If you're trying to attract, whoever you're trying to attract, they're going to like it. I promise you. And if you have any questions, comment on one of my videos, and I'd love to support you. I consider having one of my buddy come over and just doing tutorials on like squatting, bench press, deadlifts, like the main lifts that you can do without hurting yourself, because doing those lifts are going to easily grow massive amounts of muscles. They're the most important lifts. So deadlift, squats, and bench press to me are your three most important lifts. Do you bench press or dumbbells, chest? Boss man, I do both. So for me, I do flat bench, heavy sets of 4. So like Monday, I did, I think, 275 for 4, 295 for 4, and then like 305 for 4 and 305 for 3. And then after that, then I go to sets of 12. So I did 70 pound dumbbells on incline for 4 sets of 12. And then I did like a press machine. I don't know, it was like 100 pounds on each side for like sets of 12. And then I go and do like 3 sets of cable flies upwards and 3 sets of cable flies outwards. And I just continue, pushing it. And never put yourself down. There's always enough people in the world that, Michael, but at the same time, it's okay to put yourself down as long as you're holding yourself accountable. There's a difference between beating yourself up and not showing up, and beating yourself up to do better. Because I'll beat myself up every day. I think I look like crap. Like, I've lost, 84 pounds, but every day I still like, bro, you fat. Bro, you got to show up. Like, never be satisfied with mediocre. So for me, that self-talk allows me to show up every single day because I'm not satisfied. Like, and the reality is, I don't know if I'll ever be satisfied. So it helps me keep showing up day in, day out. It's funny, when I move my arms, guys, I was wrestling with my boxer. Man, he jacked me up earlier. He really got me earlier. I was clowning with him. Do you get cupcakes? No, I don't. More definition. Business, I'm trying to get more definition, man. I've lost 74 pounds. I'm on a perfect diet. I just did 3.4 miles. I've lifted weights. So my goal is to actually continue toning up. I want to lose another 10 to 15 pounds, which I'm hoping then to get down to 8 to 12% body fat. That's the ultimate goal. Hey, Heather, I've had so many comments in. Yeah, it was Bowser, Heather. Welcome in, Jackson. Welcome in, guys. I appreciate all the love and support, guys. We are 4 likes away from 90 likes for this live. Let's see if we can get up to 90 likes. Continue tapping that screen. Continue hitting that like button. I'm messing with you, but business OG, I'll be honest with you, I love people like you that come in here, because that's the motivation that continues firing me, or to fueling me every single day. Because I know I got to continue pushing myself. I know I got to continue doing better. I know I got to continue showing up for this 30 days of perfection. I know I got to continue dieting. Like, I know these things, but people coming in here is just extra fuel. Like, when I was fat, and people would come in here and say really nasty things, I would have my mod screenshot it and send them to me, and I would save them. In the days I would go to show up to the gym, or I didn't want to show up to the gym, and I would go through and look at that screenshot. You're fat. You're fat. No girl's going to like you. Like, and it's like, okay, all right. Well, you want to know what? We might have slept 4 hours last night, but we're getting our fat ass in the gym right now, because these receipts right here are what I need to do better. Jackson, I liked. Are you a boxer, or do you have? I have 3 boxer. I have 3. I have 3 boxer dogs. So I have a 3-year-old, a 1.5-year-old, and like an 11, 12-month-year-old. They're all siblings, and they're all crazy. Like, because originally when I created this page was originally created for my dogs. And then doing all the social media stuff, getting monetized here, getting monetized on TikTok and all these other platforms, it just kind of got exhausting. And so we kind of stopped doing it. So I'm like, what do I really enjoy? I enjoy working out. So I kind of turned it more into like this fitness thing that I'm now enjoying doing. And it's not another chore. And so like this, I could sit here and conversate with you guys, talk fitness all day long. I could nerd out about it. If you guys want to talk about real estate and finances, I could nerd out about that all day long. This is stuff I enjoy. It's not a job. So when you do things you enjoy, like you guys can see me smiling and I'm cracking jokes. Like, I'm having a blast right now. And it's not work. It's fun. I seen when you were overweight, but you were never fat. Oh no, I was. Like, if you look back far enough in some of these videos, like you go back far enough, I was 300 pounds. Like, when my wife would go to hug me, she would get here. Like, she couldn't even wrap her arms all around me because I was so fat. Like, and again, I'm not saying that to be mean, but it's just the truth is the truth. Oh man, that's awesome. I love boxers. You're built cute, mister. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Guys, again, if you haven't done so already, head up, hit that subscribe button. I would truly appreciate that love and support. I want to try to get 2 more likes before I end this live. I would love to end it with 90 likes. So if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. What's up, Sleepy Ass? Welcome back, man. I always appreciate seeing the same faces over and over. I guess I should say the same names over and over. So if you haven't done so already, double tap that screen. Flirting with men in chat. No? Maybe? Who cares? Like that's weird, bro. Man, you want to talk about toxic masculinity, which I can't believe I say that because I hate that term because I think it's weird. But at the end of the day, like men should support men, women should support men, everybody should support each other. Like the guy that came in here and told me that he's sober for like 2 months, I blew it up for like 5 minutes because that's a huge achievement for him. Like, why? Like, support each other. I lost a pound. Like, good for you, man. Like, if we continue talking each other up, it's going to make people feel better about themselves, and it's going to help them show up that next day and help them show up that next day and be better for themselves and be better for them family, and it starts that trickle down effect of it just starts the ball rolling. So that's weird, man. Jackson, my day was great, man. I'm about to get off here. We got to our 90 likes. I'm curious to see how many new subscribers we got. We are inching closer to like 3,400 subscribers, which is great. I think since I started going live, we've gained well over 200. We're focused on spreading positivity and just out there, just overall, being supportive. Did you change your aesthetics for the misses or just because? Nope, I did it because I was fat and I hated myself, and we went to a water park, and the weight limit for the slide at the water park was 280 pounds. I weighed 303 pounds. I went down the water slide. I flipped over on the tube. I broke my toe. I was embarrassed. Like, I had to come down on my back. The tube then came down behind me. The worker looked at me like, what's going on, man? And I'm like, I fell. Like, I fell off the tube. And he's like, oh. He's like, you okay? At no point was I telling, like, this punk kid that, mind you, he's probably, like, in his early 20s, that, like, I hurt myself because I'm fat. And he's like, I'm like, that was the aha, like, surreal moment of, like, dang, I've got to do better. So then that was, like, a Saturday. I continued eating what I want on Saturday. I continued eating what I want on Sunday because we were already on family vacation. And then I was like, I got back. I told my wife, I'm like, we are locking in. Like, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. I was like, but I am locking in. I have to change my life. Mind you, my wife's always been in good shape anyways, but like, I'm extremely out of shape. And I was like, I've got to make a change. Like, I hate how I look. I hate myself. I'm wearing a 2X large shirt. I'm wearing 2X large pants. Like, I went to a size 40 waist. I'm like, I am pathetic. Like, I'm this fat slob. And it was like I had like this surreal moment of like, oh my God, like, I got to do better. And then at that moment, I locked in. I would do great for a couple months, and then I might struggle, and then great for a couple months. But eventually, like, if you keep getting on the wagon, like, you'll be fine. And I've lost 84 pounds and stuff, but it hasn't been easy. Like, it's just been consistently. Like, if you fall off for a couple days, get back on. And here's the thing, like, I did this, like, if I eat healthy for 5 straight days, Monday through Friday, but I cheat on Saturday and Sunday, I pretty much undone all the work I did throughout the week by those 2 days. So then when I realized that, I'm like, okay, now I got to change. Let's try to eat healthy for 13 straight days and then have a cheat day, and then 13 straight days. And then that's when I really started seeing the difference. And so that's what this 30 days of perfection is about, is that I want to lock in for 30 days. And for 30 days, I want to eat perfectly healthy. I want to do cardio 6 days a week, and I want to lift weights 5 days a week. And for 30 days, I want to show the internet, society, and specifically myself, what I can change and what I can look like in 30 days if you lock in. Good luck with your goals. Thanks, Jackson. I truly appreciate it. I'm finally down to 219 from 290. How did you lose the last 40? So, Samuel, I was 303. I'm down to 220. My goal is so we're actually about the exact same. I'm like 219, 220. So for me, so I was eating 5 meals a day, so 2,500 calories. I removed a meal, so I'm only eating 4 meals a day. So between 1,900 and 2,100 calories a day. I increased cardio from 40 minutes of cardio to 60, and then I bumped it up to 65. So now I'm doing 65 minutes of cardio, and then I went from doing cardio 5 days a week to 6 days a week. Because what I realized doing cardio on one of the days I don't lift weight was actually overall helping my muscle recovery. And so for that duration, I started doing an extra day of cardio, which really helped with that recovery. So now I do 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week, and then I lift weights 5 days a week. And I've seen significant difference in just everything total. You got also incredible pecs, Gen X. Thanks, Ralph. I appreciate that. I had that happen to a nurse in school. Told me if I don't pick up my grades. Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing is we gotta figure it out, and we gotta lock in. Do I take creatine? No, I don't. The only supplements I take is C4. It's funny. Everybody asks me. I'm gonna have to do maybe some more research into creatine, because that's the thing that everybody asks me about is creatine. Nope. I only take pre-workout and I take protein shakes consistently. Like I do pre-workout every day I work out, and I do a protein shake 7 days a week. So that's usually my breakfast. Samuel, I'm 6'3". So I took my shoes off because I'm off the treadmill now. And because I work out in my own basement, I don't wear shoes. So I prefer not to have, if I could work out with just socks on, I do it. Even when I go to Planet Fitness, if I'm squatting, I squat with just socks on because it's not good to squat with tennis shoes on. You should either have like Chuck Taylors or like wrestling boots. Nice rack. I know. Let's see if I can make a shake. Not bad. I feel like I should make you guys pay for that. All right, guys. I appreciate all that love and support. We have got 92 likes today, which has been truly amazing. I had a blast. Hopefully you guys had a blast. If you guys haven't done so already, head up, hit that subscribe button. I won't be on tomorrow. I'm going to take tomorrow off, give my body a break. Like I said, I've done cardio the last 6 days. I'm going to take a full day off tomorrow. Friday, I will be back. Friday, we will do shoulders, traps, and cardio. And then Saturday, we will deadlift, back, cardio. And then Sunday, we will just be on for cardio. So hit that reminder and definitely make sure you catch it last time. Your body is young, bro. Gilly, I'll be a 40, man. But it's crazy what happens when you lock in and start taking care of yourself. Do you take anadrol or tests? No, I've never taken anything. I haven't taken any really major supplements in probably 10, 15 years. Like, I've never taken anything illegal. I've never taken anything injectable. The only oral pills I've ever taken, I used to take the animal packs, which was just all kinds of like minerals and vitamins and stuff like that. And then way back in the day, like in my early 20s, I would take fat burners. But outside of that, I've never taken any pills whatsoever. So guys, when I tell you I'm all natural, it's crazy. If you eat healthy, do cardio, and lift weights, you can look okay. You can look decent. So I think about like if I took any kind of injectable, steroids, TRT, anadrol, anything like that, like I would literally have to turn sideways to walk through a door. Like I would just be like that. And I'll be honest, sometimes I get frustrated that I don't look like that because I feel like I put in more work than those guys do. But I also want to be able to say like I'm natural too. So like I'm very proud in the fact that I'm natural. I don't judge people who do that stuff, but I feel very proud saying that I am natural. Boss man, just sub, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Do you take, I have no clue what that is, so I'm going to say no. I don't. Like I said, the only thing I take is C4 and protein. But guys, I've been on this live for 2.5 hours. I got to get upstairs. I got to get my next meal made because at the end of the day, I eat, my last meal of the day is 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, a full cup of cottage cheese, and then some kind of fruit. That's my candy for the day because I'm not allowed any kind of candy or sugar, so I look forward to that. Actually, it'd be really cool if we can get one more like to get to 95. So the wife's telling me the clock's up, time's gone. All right, guys, I appreciate all that love and support today. You guys have a great one. Bye.